Hey, what is that playing in the background?
Enemy of my tribe, of mine, so what's happening? Government and all, y'all cross the line, so what's happening? My ancestors wouldn't like you cross the line, so what's happening? We original, y'all GMO, y'all lying. I do this for my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, oh yeah, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche. I do this for my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche. I do this for my Nietzsche. Should've left me where I was, cause I ain't never scared. Took that little ice off my neck for this girl head. My nation, my Nietzsche, someone thorough said. Real Americans, still pure blood, we thoroughbred. I'm like, let my people go and just take me instead. When it's red or blue pill, I'm only choosing red. I'ma always choose my people, you can keep that bread. Our government owe $1 trillion, you can keep that bread. It's one thing Jim Crow is showing me. I don't want no white folks ruling over me. I don't want no politicians ruling over me. I don't want no po-po ruling over me. Only somebody just like me gon' treat me like me. I'm Iron Cherokee, Chief and Dr. G.O.A.T. I'm still a G like DST. You might not be as G as me. You think you free, but you need remedy to be as free as me. I'm from the hood, I'm still waking up my people. They got us good, they still hating on my people. When it comes to fashion, the whole world wanna be like us. When it comes to music, the whole world wanna be like us. When it comes to dancing, the whole world wanna be like us. Foreigners are doing everything, trying to weaken us. Sports, y'all can't fuck with us. Rhythm, know we killing y'all. Anything involve a ball. Mentally, we figured out the cosmos. After all, inventing shit, we smashing y'all. It's time to take through asking y'all. Rights by blood after all. Vatican and the Smithsonian got all our shit. Artifacts and relics still keeping us away from it. When they say, that was a long time ago, that's racist shit. Y'all holy land keep stolen shit. We don't need y'all holding it. Reverse engineering our technology, controlling it. Gave it everything you got, but you can't put no soul in it. I ain't go see the new Matrix cause I'm living it. Everything is not what it seems, but I'm killing it. Can you afford to pay attention who you living with? Now they trying to mandatory vax, but is you getting it? Fall back off my Nietzsche, I'm peeping y'all tactics. This ain't no earth war, this here is galactics. Goddesses and gods warming up like practice. We gon' put arrows on your chest like patches. Mongoloids can't style like us, them fake natives ain't wild like us. They ain't got a soul, destiny as a child like us. Nobody power like us, nobody peace pipe like us. Boxing, y'all can't fight like us, nobody lost they right like us. Wake 'em up, I'm in the way. Say too much, I'm in the way. They tryna kill us anyway, so listen what I'm finna say. Everybody, our kids, we raised y'all anyway. What that sense is finna say, everybody ain't here to stay. Is you with us or against us, ain't no in between. I'm a non-ether being, not a human being. Fucking 1492, but all my allies what it do. Renegade got clipped for days, be careful, I advise you to. Enemy of my tribe, of mine, so what's happening? Government and all, y'all cross the line, so what's happening? My ancestors wouldn't like you cross the line, so what's happening? We original, y'all GMO, y'all lying. I do this for my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, oh yeah, Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche. I do this for my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche. I do this for my Nietzsche.
Elementor presents The Web Creators. Meet Nina, a pixel-perfect web design master. Her weapon of choice.
Nigga flow so sick, hit rewind. Little bit, call my phone, hit decline. Nigga want me to phone, but tell him keep trying. Been ballin' on niggas, I done retired.
Yeah, one time, turn the beat down. Let a nigga go crazy, see now. Fell out, got it back, had to retry. Bitch shit sound when shit had to remind.
Excuse me, it's big dog, straight drop. Yeah. White, mayo. Everything good as a 10-4.
Pour some drink, roll up some ganja. I'm about to blow like a motherfucking roster. Big dog status, you know I ain't flogging. Go in the way that I want, I ain't bothered. Yellow bone with me, feeling like a mod. She wanna kick it, she my no karate. I just want head, I don't want nobody. Might take a nigga, bitch, that's a rob.
That whole back, stop, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking option, nigga. Oh, I got your little hoe up on my side like a motherfucking option, nigga.
Big black nigga, my persona. Yes, I'm guilty, your honor. Of killing these niggas and fucking these bitches. Yes, I admit to the charges.
ABR be the mafia. Tell them ain't nobody stopping us. Lot of sucker niggas wanna copy us. Still dripping on the floor, you can mop it.
Let me pop my shit. Niggas be killing me. Gotta swap my shit. Niggas watch my shit. Since you niggas stealing, well, let me lock my shit. Let me stop my shit. Yeah, I'm from the bottom, but that don't stop not shit. Bitch, I'm an underdog. I mean, underhog. Still, nothing top my shit. Bitch, I'm the truth. And I showed you over and over again. This shit ain't no fluke. This is the proof. I set the bar in this bitch, and I'ma raise it like the roof. They counting me out. Yeah, they gotta be tripping. I don't know shit about addition. Subtracting myself from anything bullshitting. I move forward, expedition. Since I do music, now I gotta move different. Be damn, I move without a tools. And rappers is dangerous, and I just can't be caught slipping. Be damn, I let a nigga do me. I ain't no killer, but I ain't never scared to shoot it. Don't run up on me like a groupie. We got some beef, nigga shells come included. This won't be a Taco Tuesday.
Look, I got word for set. I might overwork the scale. They calling my phone right now. Guess that I treat them well. Really about that life. I'm talking shootouts and out. Swear that they love me, but they rather see you fall. It's all right with no cut, you might OD. Find out shit's out, trying to play with sweet. Riding one deep, listening in a wrong tray. About to slide out of town to hit the interstate. Just got a text and said, tell you at. Caught up and set them in motion. She said, well, hurry up again. You know I love when you stroke. Pulled up about an hour later. Now the neighbors know my name. Don't go nowhere without the strap. Guess I'm stuck in my way. Get it how I live, babe. Only fuck with what pay. I get it how I live, babe. Only fuck with what pay. Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watch and keep the rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watch and keep the rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watch and keep that rocket on me.
Yeah, man, everybody out there hating on me. Ain't going nowhere, y'all waiting on me. Hope you don't plan on kicking on me. I'm sleeping on y'all, quit shaking on me. Shaking on me, y'all plotting on me. Plotting on me, y'all writing on me. Used to be hard, turn cotton on me. Hating ass nigga got nothing on me. I'm stepping out clean, my digital dirty. We ballin' like Kobe, I'm 30 for 30. I come out the gutter and now I look pearly. You big mad cause you ain't important. Last time I ate, dude, cop the 8. Do it for my state, I'm a heavyweight. Wanna make a play, can take you where I stay. I'ma get it done, I ain't come to play. No, I'm him, ain't he me? Moving these squads like ATV. They stay plugged in like ATV. I ain't tryna be no APB. Tryna stay safe like ADT. Every day like ADP. Hustle up on 3 AMGs. Good network like AME.
Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watch and keep that rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter, where's grimy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watch and keep the rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter, Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watching, keep the rocket on. Down under, in the gutter. Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Down under, in the gutter. Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Down under, in the gutter. Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watching, keep that rocket on.
Damn it. Peace, peace, peace. Peace and paradise to all the American Aborigines. Supreme Chief Holidays in the building. I want to say peace to everybody, man. How everybody doing this evening? I got my partner in crime in the building tonight. Shout out to the CEO, the one and only. Y'all big homie, the CEO is in the motherfucking building. So shout out to them. Peace to everybody, man. Tapped in, man. Appreciate you guys, man. You already know, man. Threads 3000. A-State Band Runners, Mr. LV, Milk, Chamberlain, Zay, 421. Shout out to the A-State Band Runners, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the great state of Arkansas, man. I want to say shout out to everybody, man. Tapped in, man. Got Rain Alexander in the building. Jan, Shy Alpha, Realize TV, King DZ. Peace to the guys, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Tapped in, man. See Django Holmes says, hey, what's happening, bro? My young brother in the building. You already know. Take off Tyson in the building. Peace to the guy, man. How everybody doing tonight, man? Yo, man. Hey, man. It's a lot going on, man. So, just wanted to talk about a few things and I get a few things off my chest. We're gonna be opening up the panel a little later, y'all, too. So you guys come on, man, and rap a taste, chop it up with your sahab, man. So shout out to everybody, man. We definitely appreciate everybody, man, tapped in. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Y'all follow me? So peace to everybody, man. Tapped in, man. Got my brother in the building. That's what's up, man. Hey, so we're really excited about everything that's going on, man. I know a lot of people are, really turned down right now. A lot of back and forth is going on, man. And I think, you guys have to understand that's just a part of being human. You know what I'm saying? You got that in your own blood family. So, I don't know why we would expect anything different dealing with brothers and sisters online, virtually, and on the phone, and all other little things, so all the little human behaviors are still going to happen, y'all. So, we got to, I think we're going to have to pull back a little bit, y'all, and really see what the focus really is, man, out here, man. I see old dude in the building. Peace of the guy, man. Seen the sister Phoenix Moon did a thing tonight over on Sonetta. We might have to do a review on that. Maybe not tonight, y'all. We'll have to come back to that. I might have to check it out. There's a few things I seen it, like I said, the sister held her own. Like once again, y'all, it's about getting the information to as many people as possible, right? I just think, you gotta have an answer for their DNA. You gotta have an answer for that. You gotta have an answer for a lot of things, the scientific the archaeology, geology, craniology, craniometry, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different ologies that you need to know, you know what I'm saying? And once again, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but if you're studying the Native American ways, right? Once again, the question on the table is I always ask this question. What's the difference between a Native American and American Indian? Because the conversation of Aborigine was brought up a few times. She said she doesn't identify as an Aborigine. Now, I did hear you say that, Phoenix. Said you don't identify as Aborigine. I think you need to come back to class a little bit more and get some more lessons over here, because it's really interesting, when we talk about what an Aborigine is and what being an Aboriginal mean and how that gives us power. She didn't even use indigenous, y'all. She didn't even use the ace spade, you know what I'm saying? Let alone using the jokers, you know what I mean? So I think that was interesting. And also I think it was interesting too, that what I heard you guys, that she said that she was Power Hotton's grandchild, you know, like Pocahontas, Paul Hudson, dad, yeah, Paul Hudson. Like, yo, you know, a lot of times people be saying stuff, but I mean, like, yo, I mean, do you guys actually have like documentations that go back? You have documentation that puts you, you know what I'm saying, in the bloodline of these people. Now, I think it'd be interesting to see some documentation with Power Hudson, you know, on your family tree. I think that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying, to see that, you guys, you know, and I like I said, I would like to believe that Montezuma, John Horse, and uh, Chief Tuscaloosa are my people, right? I can make anything up, right? Think about it, y'all. Motherfuckers come up here to say anything. Shot Alpha in the building. Hey, man, I'm say peace to the guys, man. Thank you guys for tapping in, man. Hey, like, share, subscribe, man. You already know, man. Support the real, man. You niggas support too many fake ass people around this bitch. So shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know, man, we've been going in on this Council DJ Vlad. That's still in effect until it's over. So we gotta make that conversation come up a little bit more. You know, we gotta talk about it a little bit more, not just on the council, him, counseling them all, counseling all of them, bro. Like the niggas that run the NBA, NFL, CBA, and the WWF, whatever, man, whatever they run in the Liar Cohen and everybody else. Like, did y'all know he runs YouTube Music? I don't know if anybody knew that. Yeah, he runs YouTube Music. Yeah, so I just think, you know, once again, we got to keep applying pressure to this DJ Vlad. I seen Math Hoffa had him on the show. I seen a clip, and once again, you know, I know they was talking about some fuckery, some tomfoolery, you know, and we're talking about, they was asking him about the Soulja Boy incident and the shooting. You know what I mean? Soulja Boy supposedly had shot somebody who was doing home invasion, back, you know, so on and so forth, or whatever, right? So they were having that conversation. But once again, you know, he doesn't mind having the conversation about the negativity and whatever, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get into that Godcast too. But I wanted to get into this, I seen this throwback, shout out to Real Black TV. Yeah, they put out a lot of, you know, throwback videos and stuff like that or whatever. VHS tapes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so seeing some of those things, you know, was pretty cool. So shout out to Real Black. So we're gonna be getting into a clip tonight. Muhammad Ali, I like to call him Clay. His mama called him Clay. I'ma call him Clay. Rest in paradise to the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, and he was doing AKA Cassius Clay. You know what I'm saying? Cassius Marcellus Clay, by the way, y'all. So shout out to the greatest of all time. This interview was dope, y'all. Like, it was fucking insane. He was in Ireland. You know, it was like a Dick Cavett looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So don't know his name. The guy that was interviewing him, whatever. It was a great interview. We're definitely gonna get into that tonight, y'all. Super dope, y'all. Also, if you guys don't know, Sunday, Doc Holliday presents the Founding Fathers, starring yours truly, Supreme Chief Holiday, aka Chief Billy, the greatest of all time, goddammit. And Ahanu Amaru Kiel, aka the Autonomous one. It's the return of the Autonomous one, y'all. We got a barn burner going on, man, for Sunday, man. I just want to let y'all know. So be there, be motherfucking square. Y'all already know, man. Onlybuilders2022@gmail.com. Right? Also, you guys already know. This is the pay-per-view event, Sunday, 4 Eastern. Be there, be square. Like I said, so you guys. Today was Friday, tomorrow Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon. You guys come check us out. So that's onlybuilders2022@gmail.com. It's the return of the autonomous one. And you already know we're gonna be making up that American Bullies with big Aboriginal power So that'll be coming up real soon too, y'all. So stay tuned for that. We announcing that in a few days, man. So yeah, man. So we got some shit, man. It's never seen before, man. We're gonna be bringing some heat, man. So shout out to the God Ahanu Amaru Kiel, aka the autonomous one, aka A1 from day one. Shout out to the God, man. My grandfather was his photographer. Damn, that's what's up, man. Y'all know we interviewed Dr. David Imhotep a couple times, and I remember the first interview that we did with him. We got into that conversation. Dr. David Imhotep was Muhammad Ali's nutritionist, so he was with him. You know what I'm saying? On a lot of these trips, and the fight in Miami. You know what I'm saying? The last night in Miami, whatever that movie with Jim Brown and those guys, Malcolm X. Yeah, so that was that. I mean, so Dr. David Imhotep has some stories. If you guys haven't checked that video, I'm gonna have to play that one day. Do a replay that Dr. David Imhotep interview. It was super dope, y'all. Yeah, man. So shout out to the guy. We call him Uncle David Imhotep. You know, so shout out to Dr. David Imhotep, man. Peace to God, man. You already know, man. People be like, he said that his book is the first Americans was Africans, right? And then he said he's revising that too, because he says he submits that Africa is the motherland, but he says, when we interviewed him, that America's grandma. Well, we like to say America's great grandma because we the greatest. And salute to you guys. Press gold if you are truly the descendants of the greatest human beings in world history, y'all. Not just American history, in world history. And one thing we're gonna be talking about tonight too, man, is just the educational system, right? Like even when you got a person as great as Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay was, right? There's still some things, as you guys are gonna see in this clip, that if he would have used Aborigine, just like if Phoenix Moon would have used Aborigine tonight, right? If she would have stood on that, she wouldn't have had to work so hard, because that lets everybody know who are the first human beings here, right? And all the artifacts and all the structures and all the things that our ancestors did here cannot be discounted. And I think that's the problem that we're having with you guys. So, yeah, man, if you guys ordered from 2 a.m., y'all come check us out, man. Check out the exclusive Cheap Billy collection, man. Get y'all some pressed goat, man. You already know, man. We got a bunch of shit, man. So you already know, man. Walk like a guy, man. AmericanAboriginalShoes.com, man. I know, man. Them twos is coming out soon, man. The SuPreme Chief twos is coming out soon. What we got? SuPreme Chief 1's already out, so you already know about that. So those are available right now. So I want to say shout out to everybody, man. So make sure you give Jay Freeway his moment of silence. Oh yeah, sheesh, man. I want to do that right now. I want to say thank you for that, brother, for reminding me, man. We lost a good brother, man. I don't know the details. Hopefully somebody can come on and we can get into that tonight. We lost a good brother, Jay Freeway. I want to say peace to him, peace to his family. You know what I'm saying? Our heart, our love, our energy, well wishes and good energy is going to his family, man, in a time of grief right now, man. And so we all grieving, we all hurt right now. So I want to say shout out to him, man. And we're gonna dedicate this show tonight for him, man. So we're gonna get a moment of silence for the guy, Jay Freeway. Let's go. All right, man. Yeah, man. Peace to Jay Freeway, man. Rest in paradise, brother. You will not be forgotten, man. So I want to say shout out to Jay Freeway, man. looks like what's his name? I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, I'm not gonna even address that, so I'm just gonna keep going. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't even know what to say. So looks like it might be Michael Cheek Harris. You know what I'm saying? Security, fuck out of here. Nobody listen to y'all, man. Y'all can get in the stands, bro, and just listen, watch. So nobody got time for y'all, bro. So nobody's listening. Once again, nobody's paying attention to what you guys are doing. For real, for real. So we're gonna get back to it. I want to. Boy, them damn, and they press like a Sunday school suit, man, around this motherfucker. They is really mad about this Aboriginal movement, man. And you see the people that are working against the progression of the people, man. Because once again, I don't know why it's so hard for you guys to wrap your little pea brains around Aboriginal from this land. That's what this means. You can't just say you're the original Americans. It doesn't work that way. We're the Aborigines, right? Aborigines. Say it's all said together with the Aborigines. And the fact that you guys are so mad about Aborigines, right? And see, here's the problem, right? Any of you guys is calling yourself American Indian, all that indigenous fucker, right? You tell us, put it in the chat room, what does Indian mean? Because we know what American means. American means, right? The Aborigines or the copper-colored people that they found they came in. That's what American means, sir. So when you say you're American Indian, you have to tell us what the fuck an Indian is. That's what you have to do. That's what y'all got to do. Y'all, because guess what? When that question was asked on side of the TV, there's no answer for that question. There's no answer for this. This is a descriptive term that we didn't call ourselves. So just start there. Aboriginal is a descriptive term, right, of the first inhabitants of this land. That's what that means. So yeah, I can get you guys want to be fuckers and always want to go against the grain. I get it, but we've already proven to you guys what we're saying is right and exact. And in Aboriginal power is real power. Peace to the God. That's power. We just replace black with power, Aboriginal power. You see how this work? And I understand that y'all have to do your agent work and you have to work against the progression of the people. But when we put the link in the chat room, you're not going to come up here and talk. You're not going to show nothing to us in the chat room. You're not going to tell us nothing because you don't know what Indian mean. So we know what American mean, but you got to tell us what Indian mean. Show us, tell us. Don't keep going back and forth with us because that's a problem for me. Because if not, you just trolling. You don't know what the hell you talking about. Ab means away if it's by itself. But if you put an LE on it, what that mean? Dummy. So don't come over here talking about some ab mean away because either you super new or you a super agent. That's what we're gonna do. And I think you Michael Cheek Harris, so kick rocks. Big dog Philly OG in the building. Hey man, listen, y'all. We get into this thing. I just want to say too. Also, we're gonna pull this Muhammad Ali clip up. I want to say, when it comes to this community, you know what I'm saying? There's a thing going around that the men in this community don't protect our women. Not only do we go over and beyond when we talk about protecting, the women and children. You know what I mean? We'll go beyond, over and beyond, right? Just protecting the honor, not just because there's nobody doing anything physical to nobody. So we're just talking about protecting the honor of the Aboriginal woman, American Aboriginal woman, right? So just wanted to say that. Truth over everything. Yeah, man. Hey, them trolls right there, they be working. They just keep making channels. So that's interesting. So yeah, Mo Lover in the building. Yeah, man, peace to God, man. And so they made another one that quick. It's interesting, super interesting. Or they just got so many different ones, man. So yeah, man, I see the quadruple OG just entered the building. Shout out to the guy Wilmore Reed, Peace King. Appreciate you guys, man, tapping in. So, you know, getting back to this clip about Muhammad Ali, right, before we get to it. This is in 1972. So just imagine, you know, some of us wasn't even born in 1972, right? Some of us was. And if you was of age, and just think about where you was at in your life in 1972, right? Where you was at in your life in 1972, and you might not had the opportunity to see this interview right here with the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay. So let's just get right into it, man. Just wanted to let you guys know I am the greatest of all motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said, and he's gonna explain his reasonings. You know what I'm saying? Because I promise you, I never seen this, and so it blew my mind when I seen this, y'all. Like I genuinely enjoyed this interview with the greatest. You know what I'm saying? This is the GOAT right here, and I don't think that's up for debate. And we're gonna get back and talk about the greatness of this man and the examples that Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay, came up with. And also, you know, you guys know, you know, we're going to be dedicating Sunday to the great Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, because, you know, I know, man, January 16th is Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad Day. So we celebrate that instead of Dr. Michael King Jr. Day. So salute to everybody, man. Double hand salute to the ancestors, man. Double hand salute to y'all. Let's go. Press go if you are truly the greatest of all time. Descendants of the greatest people of all time. Let's go.
Once or twice you've spoken, it seemed to me sometimes sadly, about retirement. Do you still think of retirement?
Oh, I wanted to, but I thought about my children. I watched the baby cry another day, and my wife was late giving the baby milk, and the baby raised hell. Ah! Just hollering. Don't know where they're going to get it, but they just expect you to have it. And I looked at about 6 more coming, and I said, 10 years from now, I won't be fighting. 10 years from now, that baby will just be 10 years old. And I'll need money. He'll need school books. He'll need clothes, bus fare. And then 20 years from now, my daughter need a house or she'll need a job. And it'll be shame to say Muhammad Ali's daughter, a waitress in a restaurant. He made all of those millions. Oh, there's his son over there. Is in here. What I'm trying to say, I can earn enough money in 5 years if I invest it and put it up right to take care of my grandchildren. So I wanted to retire, but after I see these children coming and after I see that they're going to have a hard time, maybe they won't be blessed to make it like myself. I can knock out Blue Lewis. I can go knock out Floyd Patterson. I can knock out Joe Frazier. I can come back and knock out if you get your Irish champion, come knock him out. Then I can go back over and knock some. Didn't get too much of a laugh on that, did I?
You're in Ireland. Agree.
So what I'm trying to say, if I can save up about $2 million, which is about how many pounds? People.
That's almost £1 million.
Almost $1 million. If I can save up 1 million pounds.
Brothers and sisters, this is urgent. I am standing in front of the masjid for the largest Islamic center in New York City.
Then I can relax and go to sleep and retire and don't have to worry about my children, because this is a hard world. Don't nobody give you nothing. You have to work for it. Right?
Right.
So I'm blessed to be able to beat up everybody. So I want to beat up everybody until I can't beat them no more. If I can go 10 more years, I'm going to keep on doing it.
Good. Most of your poems, like the one you spoke a few moments ago, are funny. But you've written one about your own people, I think at the time of the Attica prison riot. It's a serious poem. You have certainly very serious moments, as you've shown us tonight. Could you, before we go, just say that poem for us?
Oh, this poem explains... the Attica prison. You heard that over here when all the black prisoners were shot, and just before they held some white hostages, and they said they would cut the throats if they didn't get what they wanted. And the word was, well, if the throats are cut, then shoot and kill everybody. They found out during the autopsy that the throats were not cut. They just shot them for nothing. The trigger-happy policeman, and that Rockefeller gave word 10 minutes or so. If they don't give up, I think it's the way it went, open fire. And one black prisoner came out to speak to the warden. And he said, "You have 10 minutes to surrender. What's your reply? We're going to come in shooting." And the black prisoner came out, poetic poem. This didn't happen, but this is what I wrote. He said, "Better far from all I see, to die fighting to be free. What more fitting end could be? Better surely than in some bed where in broken health I'm led, lingering until I'm dead. Better than with prayers and pleas are in the clutch of some disease, wasting slowly by degrees. Better than of heart attack are some dose of drug I lack. Let me die by being black. Better far that I should go standing here against the foe. Is the sweeter death to know? Better than the bloody stain on some highway where I'm lame, torn by flying glass and pain. Better call in death to come than to die another dumb, muted victim in the slum. Better than of this prison rot, if there's any choice I've got, kill me here on the spot. Better far my fight to wage now while my blood boils with rage, lest it cool with ancient age. Better violent for us to die than to Uncle Tom and try, making peace just to live a lie. Better now that I say my sooth, I'm gonna die demanding truth while I'm still akin to youth. Better now than later on, now that fear of death is gone, never mind another dawn. They opened fire on him, but they died telling it like it was.
Tonight we have as a guest in the studio a man of whom Time magazine once wrote, "He is Hercules struggling through the 12 labors. He is Jason chasing the golden fleece. He is Galahad, Cyrano, D'Artagnan. When he scowls, strong men shudder, and when he smiles, women swoon. The mysteries of the universe are his toys. He rattles the thunder, and he looses the lightning." Well, he's loosed a lot of lightning in his day, and he's going to loose some more of it tomorrow night in Croke Park. There's no man in the world, I think, whose name is more synonymous with sport today. He says he's the greatest, and maybe he is. I'm certainly not going to argue with him about that. And he says he's the prettiest. Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome, please, Muhammad Ali. Well, do you think he is the prettiest?
No. I didn't say that. I don't know how that got out.
I wonder. Muhammad, you certainly look fit.
Thank you.
Have you been training very hard?
Yes, I've been working constantly now since my last fight with Joe Frazier, fighting every other month or two. And I just boxed Jerry Quarry, a top-notch fighter. I was in good shape for him. I fought him the first time. He was troubled, but the second time, a lot of the rust was off of him. And the reason he was troubled the first time was because that was my first fight in a 4-year layoff.
All right.
And so I'm ready now. I'm still active. And just needed to wipe a little dust off of it since the Quarry fight. I sat down a few days to rest, and I'm ready now.
You're doing a lot of fighting.
Well, yes, I think the boxing game should stay alive. I think every contender should get a shot at the title. The new champ, Joe Frazier, is not doing nothing, fighting once every 7 months, and fighting people that you could beat. And you can't fight, so
you're so right.
I have to keep the game alive because I'm the true champion.
How do you feel about the fight with Al Blue Lewis?
Well, I'm fighting Lewis for one reason, mainly because Frazier won't fight him. George Fulmer, top-notch fighter, won't fight him. Jerry Quarry wouldn't fight him. And with most boxers and managers, this is just a business, and they figure, well, they got a top contender, and he's barely on top, and they don't want to take a chance and lose. unless they're paid great. And top-notch fighters fighting Blue Lewis can't receive the proper pay because he's not famous, but yet he's got a chance of beating them, and they have nothing to gain but everything to lose. So I'm fighting him because everybody else is ducking him, and he is a good fighter. Plus, it'll be kind of hard to bring a top-notch, high-ranking fighter here because the price couldn't be put up. So
What sort of a chance does he have with you?
Two chances.
What are they?
Slim and none.
I suppose I asked for that one. Angelo Dundee has just handed me a piece of paper to say that you hope to go to fight in Tehran in about 3 weeks' time.
Iran and Tehran. Yes, we're going on just exhibition, government invitation, and we're working on it now.
So your next big fight, really, I suppose, is with Patterson.
Floyd Patterson, right? The rabbit.
A rabbit?
I call him the rabbit.
Why is that?
Oh, the way he fights, and he calls me Clay, and the name is now Muhammad Ali. He still insists on Clay, so I'll call him the rabbit. Plus, I'm gonna fight the rabbit in the garden, Madison
Square Garden, of course. You then go on to fight Frazier, I gather.
Yes, if he comes out of hiding. He bought a plantation down in South Carolina, some chicken plantation. I know he's a slave, but he don't have to buy plantations. But
what do you really feel about him?
Well, he's a good slugger. He's not scientific. He's rough. Physically, I know I beat him. I won 9 rounds. He's already ugly, and I beat him so bad that night. I beat him so bad, and he was so ugly after that fight, his face should have been donated to the Bureau of Wildlife.
You know, he toured here with a show.
I heard he flopped like he do everywhere else. He's got a singing group called the Knockouts, and he thought because they gave him my title, he could go everywhere and draw people and get rich. And I understand he draws 80 people or maybe 1,000 people in the 20,000 seat arena. In London, in a 4,000 seat arena, he drew 12 people. But he had the nerve to keep on with the show.
He did a little better here. He got 87 at one, actually, and I think 1,041 at his.
I know I can beat him singing, but I don't call myself a singer. I can come here and fill every place because the people know who the real champion is.
But you have been a singer too. I mean, you had a show called Buck White, didn't you?
Yes, I was in a play called Big Time Buck White, and black militant play of problems that we're having in America. The play was a flop, but I was a hit. The play lasted 6 days, but the worst critics of my part was a hit. I want to get that straight.
Why is it, do you think, all the crowds, of all the sportsmen in the world, that you are great crowd drawer?
Mainly personality's got a lot to do with it. A personality, like a salesman's business, depends entirely on his personality. If he's rude and unsympathetic, and then the buyer will hope that he goes away and never come back. But very often, if the salesman is good, he can make a person buy when they don't even intend to. Same with a doctor. He might be the best of doctors. He might have many patients and give them all the medicine he wants. But if his personality is not really right, then his medicine won't make him feel that good. His personality make him feel worse. But very often, a wise doctor can cure a person with word of mouth alone because they realize power of mind is needed. And a lawyer can dishearten a client on one visit if you don't have a personality of victory. Like Joe Frazier, for an example, he's the champion, they say. Number one, he don't have the personality. He can't talk. Very few boxers can get on this show and match wits with wise men like yourself. Mm-hmm. And
wits is all I want to match with you.
And very few fighters, if you take the camera on close up, you see my nose and my face. I'm not ugly. I'm not ugly like most fighters. They have noses like that. The ears are like that. How you feel, champ? I'm pretty. I'm a pretty fighter. And I can, I have a personality. I know how to talk to the wine heads. I have a talk for your great Mr. Lynch here in the Parliament House. And I knew how to talk to men like you with less intelligence than myself. And No, it's only joking. Just listen to the people
Joke
laugh.
away.
Just listen to the people laugh. Just listen to them laugh. Very few comedians can do this, and that's their job. So, like I'm saying, it's personality that attracts. I mean, people of all religions, like in America, I stand up for black people, and regardless to what it costs me, I speak out for what I believe. Like you got people in Ireland fighting for what they believe. I represent this. Also, the draft was something out of my religion teach against, and this made me popular with many people. Then you got the white racists who believe in separation, such as I believe one day the black people in America must go to self, clean up self, help self, do for self. I recognize them. Then you got all the Muslims in Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Syria, Lebanon, India, all throughout Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, all throughout Libya. They all recognize me because of the name Muhammad Ali. And yet all of this up, all I represent them my confidence. I am the greatest. I cannot lose. I'm pretty. And every man believes he's the greatest. Every man would like to be the greatest. Many want to say this, but they fear it. And they see this in myself, and some hate me for it, and some love me for it. So add it all up, and we have a large crowd. Well, Joe Frazier's ugly. He's flat-footed. He can't talk. He can't sing. He can't fight, and no personality. No, he's a slugger, street fighter.
Why do you
He's
think
not? Joe Frazier's not. Don't get me wrong. Joe Frazier's good with his. He's not skillful. Joe Frazier's known for taking a lot of punches. He's not like Floyd Patterson or say Sugar Ray Robinson or Joe Louis or say Jack Johnson, Jack Dempsey. These are great scientific boxers. See, Joe Frazier will take 5 punches to hit you once. So
why do you think he beat you, Muhammad, then the last time?
Well, the reason that he got the decision, if you looked at my face and his face after the fight, both eyes were closed, his nose was bloody, his lips was cut, his head was swollen, and he spent 1 month in the hospital. Did you all hear it?
Yeah, surely.
He spent 30 days of intensive care. No phone calls and no visitors. And that's a terrible beating when you have to stay rest for 30 days. But he got the decision. But I'm not complaining. Next time I'll get him. I played too much with him. And plus, I found at the time I was bucking the draft system. I didn't go to the service. And I found out the 3 of the judges was on the local draft board. That's what I lost.
We'll come back to that if we can in just a moment. But could we sort of go right to the beginning of your career? What made you take up boxing as a child in Louisville?
Well, at 12 years old, someone stole my bicycle. I went to a home show where they display cars and refrigerators and household utensils and everything. And I went there and left my bicycle outside and came out. It was a drizzling rain that night, Saturday evening, about 9 o'clock. The bicycle was gone. I just got it for Christmas. Somebody asked me, I asked where was the nearest police officer. And they said in the basement, the same building that I just came out. And a fellow named Joe Martin was training amateur boxers in a room about this size. And he asked me to take out an application and learn how to fight so I can beat the fella up in joking fashion who stole my bicycle. So I started boxing.
This led you on eventually to the Olympics. Was this your goal as a child and as a young man? Did you see that the best thing you could ever do was to be an Olympic champion?
I knew nothing about Olympics when I started. Nothing. I just boxed just to get on the local television show called Tomorrow's Champions. Every week at Saturdays in Louisville, Kentucky, we have a show called Tomorrow's Champions. And you've heard of the Kentucky Derby.
Sure.
That's where they have the races where I live. I live across the street from where they have the race every year. Anyway, I just wanted to get on local television. And I found out how good I was. And I kept on fighting. People say I'm conceited, I talk too much, but they must have pity on me. It's hard to be humble when you're as great as I am. And I won the Golden Gloves, the National AAU, and the Olympics. And then after the Olympics, I had all the gold medals, but no money. So I turned professional.
You told a story on one occasion about coming back from the Olympics with the medal to your own hometown. Did this make you a very big man in your own hometown? Did it completely change your life?
Well, made me popular for a few days, but I wanted to do something good with it. So I went downtown. At the time, black people was marching to eat in the white restaurants. And they wanted rights to go where they wanted to. And so I said, I'll take this medal and I'll go downtown and I'll sit down in a restaurant. I got them on the spot now. And then I'll order something to eat. And I went down and I had my medal on and the lady was looking. And I said, I'd like a cheeseburger. She said, we don't serve Negroes. I said, I don't eat them either. Just give me a cheeseburger.
How was it, Mohammed, anyway, to be a Negro boy in the South?
We say black now.
All right,
I know
black.
I know
All
what
right,
you're talking about.
all right. Is it not the same thing?
What? No, Negro. We are taught that all people are named after country. Chinese are named after China. Cubans are named after Cuba. Irish people are named after Ireland. Indonesians named after Indonesia. Japanese are named after Japan. Australians are named after Australia. But there's no country named Negro.
All right, then let me.
You understand?
I understand.
You're not as dumb as you look.
Let me rephrase. Do I look that dumb?
No, it's okay.
What I really mean is, did you feel that you were deprived, that you and your family and other blacks were second-class citizens?
Did we feel it? We knew it. Not only second class, but about add up all the nationalities you have on earth, and then they come first. Like right now, you can come to my town and you're more free in America than I am. Even Chinese, the Japanese that the black people help America to fight, or even the Germans. A day after the war in Vietnam, the Viet Cong will be more of a citizen than the American Negro. So, like, we might be the 50th class citizens, 60th class, if you really break it down. If we was just second class, it would be all right.
This is something you feel very strongly about.
Strongly, I know it's the truth. I live right there every day.
What attracted you then to Islam in the first instance?
The Muslim religion?
Yes.
It's the true teachings of Elijah Muhammad right there in America, and the power structure, nobody will challenge him. And the history of ourselves, the history of our true religion, our nationality, our names. See, we don't have our names, you know. I know how proud you all are, proud of your names. See, Chinese have names like Chang Chong, Lu Qian. This is Islamic teachings. Russians have names like Kosygin or Khrushchev. You have names like O'Connor or Grady or Kennedy. And Africans have names like Lumumba, Nkrumah. And Jews got names like Weinstein and Goldberg. And Italians got names like Dundee and Benvenuti and Marciano. But we have names like Grady and Clay and Hawkins and Smith and Jones and Johnson. But we are black.
These are the slave names.
Yeah, when I heard this, I knew it was the truth. It's history. So Muhammad Ali is a beautiful black name of our ancestors. So when I heard this, I just had to walk out of the church and Christianity because they never taught us our true knowledge. Then they told me how we were brainwashed in America. We see Jesus, he's white with blonde hair and blue eyes. We see the Lord's Supper, all white people. We see the angels in heaven, all white people. And we look at Miss Universe, a white woman, Miss America, a white woman, Miss World, a white woman. Even Tarzan, the king of the jungles in Africa, he was white. He said, We see a white man swinging around Africa, with a diaper on. He beats up all Africans and break the lion's jaw. And the Africans been in Africa for centuries, but he can't yet talk to the animals. But Tarzan, all of a sudden, some goat raised him up and he can talk to the animals. So I'm just showing you how the black man in America has been whitewashed his mind. And then we look at the good cowboys, they rode the white horses, and the president lived in a White House. They got TV commercials, White House cigars, White Swan soap, King White soap, White Cloud tissue paper, White Rain hair rinse, White Tornado flow wax, White Plus toothpaste. The president lived in a White House, and the angel food cake was the white cake, but the devil food cake was the chocolate cake. Everything good was white. And when I heard this, I said, boy, this is the truth. So our religion teaches us the knowledge of ourselves, the knowledge of our culture, the knowledge of our history, makes us want to be with our own, marry our own, live with our own, clean up ourselves, do for self, quit forcing ourselves in white neighborhoods, but clean our own neighborhoods, makes us proud, makes us identify with our own brothers throughout the world. And after I heard this, being an intelligent man, then like I'm not only a winner in boxing or my stand on the draft, I'm a winner also in the movement that I follow for my people. And the only leader is Elijah Muhammad, who we believe was taught by Allah, God himself, to teach the so-called American Negroes the truth that's been hidden from them for 400 years, which will free them.
Why is it, do you think, that black Muslims preach the separation of the races rather than integration of the races, as indeed many American blacks do?
Well, when we say separation, we know that as of now, we always have to be trading with one another, living with one another. But when we say separate, we mean mainly mentally, as far as do for yourself, help self, clean your own neighborhoods and make them a better place to live. And quit forcing yourself in the white neighborhoods because they're cleaner. Respect your women, pool your resources, education, and qualifications for self-independence. And this is what we mainly teach about the separation. And one day, we believe that black people should trade with one another. We've tried integrating for 400 years, and we've been kicked and shot and brutalized. You read about the news for years, and it's not working. So we believe that we should now come and try to do for ourselves. And I understand this is some of your problem in Ireland, where people are tired of being dominated by certain groups. They're tired of being ruled, and they're men, and they want to do for themselves. Same way in all countries. People are just tired, and they're revolutionizing things, and they want to be free. We've been in America under white domination, lynched, killed, raped, castrated, shot down daily, no justice in the courts, deprived of freedom, justice, and equality, and we just now want to be free, and we can't do it. We have found out that we're black and white are disagreeable in peace. They can't get along together. So we think we should just now quit fighting, quit being violent. Now that we're doctors, now that we're lawyers, now that we're mechanics, now that we're educated, we are not needed to pick cotton no more. We got millions of blacks been born every day in hospitals. There are no jobs. We think that we should now go on some land and build and construct and do for ourselves. That's all.
Do you mean, in actual fact, that there should be separate parts of the United States only for Negroes and separate parts only for whites?
Well, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that we've been at 400 years fighting. We fought the Japanese, we fought the Germans, we fought the Koreans. If America went to war with Ireland tomorrow, the black people will be over here shooting you so fast. All the black people will be right here shooting you with the American flag. And we believe that since we've been fighting all of America's enemies, not our enemies, worked 400 years, 16 hours a day from sun up to sundown without a payday, that we should now be repaid. Don't give us nothing and give us or repay us. You got 50 states, then we make up 10% of the population, then divide off 10% of the land, let us build our own stores, make our own, grow our own food, make our own suits, and be like other people, and not always begging white people for houses, begging for jobs, begging for seat in your restaurant. May I use your toilet? May I ride on your bus? Now that I'm grown and educated, now we're no longer slaves and we can't get along, just let me go and live by myself like other people. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Muslims, of course, don't believe in war. At least you certainly don't believe in war, and you've demonstrated that by refusing to join the American army. But you have said on one occasion that possibly you could believe in a holy war.
Well, the Holy Quran, our religious book, teaches us that we who declare ourselves to be righteous Muslims do not take no part in wars, no way, fashion, or form, that take the lives of humans unless it's a holy war declared by God Allah himself. And like this hadn't happened, and if it do happen, then we'll have a way of knowing because our religious leaders speak out. But we don't take no part in wars, not just the Vietnam War, but no war.
But would you fight in such a war, in a holy war of this sort? I mean, how would you know that you should fight?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Then we have a leader who will speak, like all countries have leaders. We have a leader. And like if we attacked, and we're right, we believe in fighting if we are attacked, but not being the aggressor.
You go to South Africa very soon to box. Do you believe in the sort of separation of the races that they have in South Africa, what they call apartheid?
Not from what I hear. I hear it's unequal. We believe in an equal separation, and we'll only fight in South Africa under the condition that the audience not coming to change their policies, not coming to talk about them. We've just been invited. Otherwise, we wouldn't go. And we might not still go. We don't know. But the audience have to be separate, which is the way this has got to be. But the black side has got to be equal to the white side in convenience and seating capacity and everything. And we'll fight on those conditions.
But how will you feel if you go to South Africa and go into a white man's restaurant, if you should perhaps want to, and were refused it? Wouldn't this take you back to the old sort of Louisville situation all over again?
No, I wouldn't. No, I mean, if a man didn't want me in his place, I'd just leave. I wouldn't want nobody to force themselves on me. And I wouldn't be looking for no trouble like that. My mind's too big for that. I don't want to be where nobody don't want me. I believe I'm the greatest. What I want to be with somebody that's less than me. I'm the greatest. They should want to be with me. That's the way I look at it.
Right. Elijah Muhammad has said something which perhaps a lot of us white people have misunderstood. perhaps you can explain it to me. He said that white men are devils.
Yes.
What does he mean by that?
He means just what he said. The deeds and the works of the man. He says the American devils. The lynching, the killing, cutting the black people's private out, sticking it in the mouth is what they did to us. Got a book called 100 Years of Lynching written by white men. Taking black women who was 4 months pregnant, they took us for years and hung us up at the feet and stuck a dagger in the stomach and ripped it and pulled the unborn baby out just to put fear in other slaves. They tied up black people to horses and 2 horses and pulled his arms out and pulled his legs out. Lemonade trains with white children and white people of America used to come and watch them tie up 10 or 15 black men and pour gasoline on them and burn them, watch them burn alive. They took us and hung us up with trees and shot us with bullets. They took and cut a hand off and gave it to the little boy and they took the leg off. And this is worse than the devil.
All right, but
see, the devil, the preacher in the church taught us that the devil was up under the ground.
Right.
And he'll wait till he died before he burn us up. This white devil in America was worse because he burned us while we was alive. He didn't wait till we died. So what I'm trying to say is the deeds and the works. And I think this, if Elijah Muhammad can stand in America for 42 years before my little black self was born and say that the American white man is the devil, then the white man should get up and say you are a lie and carry him to court and say we are not the devil. Not one American, not one government official, one mayor, one senator, none of them will stand up and say that they are not devils and this man is lying. So what am I to do?
Right.
I believe it.
Do you believe that every white man is a devil? I mean, Angelo Dundee, Harold Conrad?
Angelo Dundee's Italian. He's got a lot of black blood in him. Harold Conrad's Jew.
So there are exceptions.
Listen. What I'm saying to you is this. I'm saying that Elijah Muhammad, our leader, teaches us this, and I believe everything he say. So it's not for me to prove that. You must remember, you have not lynched me. It wasn't the Germans that did this to us. It wasn't the white Canadians who's right on our border. He put emphasis on the American devils. He's missioned to America by God to preach the truth. So what I'm saying, let's say we got one white fella in America who has proved that he means right. Let's say we got another one. White people have died in demonstrations for black people. Now, here's the position I'm in. Here's 10,000 whites coming to kill me. And in those 10,000, or let's say here's 10,000 rattlesnakes coming to bite me. And in those 10,000, there was 1,000 that didn't mean no harm. And I knew there was a good 1,000 snakes out there, but they all look alike. Now, what should I do? Should I keep the door open and let the 10,000 in, hoping that the 1,000 will unite and save me and one bite or kill me? Or should I just be safe and shut the door? So we have white people say, I mean right. I have a black husband. Oh, my children are black. I love everybody. I really believe you. But I'm sorry, man, there's 10 more thousand behind you that don't feel that way. I'm just sorry, but what am I going to do? All right. So I like to say this. That I know, I'll bet my hand on my family's life now that there's some whites that mean right and sorry that they were from this race. But there's so few until it don't really matter, until I can't forget all the lynching, all the depriving, all the murder, everything that's been happened because they're two that mean right.
Right, but
see, when America dropped bombs on Vietnam, she drops them.
Okay.
Babies, boys, when she dropped the bomb on Japan, she dropped it. They don't say some innocent, they just said war. So when a person in Belfast leave a bomb, they don't say, well, there's a kid, it's innocent in here. There's an old lady, she's blind. They just boom, throw the bomb. So what I'm saying, not because they do, we have a problem. It's black and white. And maybe there's a few voices, I mean right, but there's so many that don't. So we have to look at the problem as a whole. I want to get that plain. I know there are whites that mean right.
Okay. You yourself have some little white blood in you.
Yeah, what are you saying?
You feel totally Negro, or do you feel
black?
Yeah.
Well, nobody is really totally. Like Chinese are yellow, they say, but they're not really yellow. They say you white. Well, give me something white. You don't look white. Here's white. See, this is white. You're not white. You kind of pinkish.
Okay.
You're not white. See, that's white.
Right.
So I'm not black, but I'm considered black. But as far as the blood is concerned, some people say you talk so bad about us in America. You have white blood in you. How did I get white blood in me?
Well, you know,
way back 100 and something years ago, the old slave master's wife used to get tired, and he would sneak back in old Granny's shack. And old Granny had big hips, and she was pretty and had a big breasts and big legs. And she was strong. She worked all day to clean up the white lady's house, raise the white lady's babies. And the old white lady was tired and weak. And old black slave was back there all strong. And he would slip back at night and close the door. And you know what he would do?
I can guess.
You can guess what he would do. And then here come me, half black. See?
If we can get back to fighting for just a moment. When a fight is coming up,
they laughing because they know what I'm talking about.
Everybody knows what you're talking about. But when a fight is coming up, you, it appears to me, deliberately build up a lot of pressure to intimidate your opponent.
And it intimidates the people. See, in America, the black people are always taught to be humble. You know, yes, boss. I'm sorry. Hey, Barbara. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. And never has a slave got up and said, I am the greatest. I'm beautiful. I'm pretty. I cannot lose. They said, that nigger talks too much. The nigger needs a good whooping, and they pay money to see me beat. And I go to the bank laughing, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. I am the greatest. That nigger talks, he's cocky. 1, 2, 3. So, like, this is why I build up. Like when I fought Jerry Quarry, I said the last of the white hopes. You know.
But I saw
so
you
this
looking,
builds up.
I saw you looking at Jerry Quarry at the weigh-in the other night on television last month, and you were giving him this stare, and he was staring back at you. Was he frightening you, or were you frightening him, or was neither of you frightening each other?
Well, I don't think neither of us was frightened, but I'm psyching him, so he lets me know he's not scared. But I don't see him or see me. I see people like you watching, but mainly in America. And they were looking and building it up to be a race war. I said, you don't stand a chance. I'm gonna run you out of the ring. And people in Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, whoop that nigger. He talks too damn much. Hey, let's go see this fight. I don't really hate nobody, but people are so small-minded, it's easy to lead them. You know how you ever see the wrestlers? How there's always a good wrestler and a bad one. And he sticks his finger in his eye, and the guy shakes it off in 2 minutes. His eyes clear up, and he sticks it in again, and he hits his back, and everybody hate him. He'll win the first round. And then the second round, the good fella wins, and that's what everybody come to see, though. Bad villain be beat up. I like to be the villain. But the things I'm telling you now, I won't tell in America on television because they'll start liking me. They say, oh, he's just tricking us. But when I get back to America, I'll be bad.
But you talk to people in the ring. You appear
I
to
want
be
to smile, but I don't.
You appear to be talking to.
What'd you say?
You appear when you're fighting.
I do.
Quite often.
I do.
To talk.
I talk.
What are you saying? Or,
Well,
or can you repeat that?
Well, some of them I won't repeat. But I have a few things to say to not for the public, but to confuse my opponent. Like I might say to a white fighter, listen, while I'm in the clinch, the Black Panthers are outside. You don't stand a damn chance tonight, boy. Now burn your house down. He look at me, this guy's crazy. I have a lot of things I say.
Do you ever get into the ring hating the man you're
No,
going to fight?
never.
Do you get in with anxiety or fear?
I'm nervous because of the talking that I do, and I have to back it up. I think about people. I'm on a hell of a spot. I'm on a heck of a spot. Can you imagine Blue Lewis whooping me? I'd have to.
Frankly,
I couldn't go back to
no.
America. No,
Do you have any private life at all, Mohammed?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because all the time I've seen you in Ireland, up in your hotel and back and forth, people are staring at you, looking at you, wanting to touch you, wanting to talk to you.
Yeah, I have private life.
Well, how you're a young man of 30. This seems to be a perpetual trot around the world that you do with people, Hey.
When I'm out, I rest at nights, and when I'm at home, like they have a saying, a prophet is never honored in his own home. Like when I leave home, I expect this. I'm new. You let me stay here 1 year, and they get tired of me. I'll less than that. You see me every day. I'm coming like the Beatles when they hit America. Oh, at home they were nothing. Tom Jones, and he comes to America. Tom, be like when I come out. When I go home, I'm tired of that big.
But the other day I saw.
The
other day I saw a small boy sparring and boxing with you and so on. Do men ever try to do this? Does a man ever come up to you and say, "Look, I'll"?
If he dreamed it, he better wake up and apologize. Never no trouble out of nobody. I don't have no trouble.
Mohammed, are you a wealthy man?
Yes.
I mean, are you a millionaire?
Oh, 2 times.
Are you a big spender? Do you spend a lot of money?
Yeah, I'm stopping now. Yeah, I got too many cars. I got 6 cars, 3 of them Rolls Royces, which I don't need. And, you come up and pour and you get something, and I find all of them tell me this, and you go out just to say I had it. You really don't need it. The newness wears off. You're stuck with it. You can't sell it. It depreciates. So I'm just saving money, and I have 3 daughters and 1 son, blueprints for 6 more children, and we want to save all I can. So all I'm doing now every month is saving at least 75% of my money for the future of my children, putting it away for 15 years. I don't want to touch it. I don't need it.
You've said that you wouldn't allow your son to become a boxer.
No.
Why not?
Because it's rough, it's dangerous. It's impossible for him to be as good as I am. And I want him to use his brains. I didn't stay in school like I should. I don't have the education. I have common sense. I make it. I don't have no education in books and writing. But I want him to go to school and be a doctor, engineer, maybe a lawyer, something, a judge, where he can use his brains. And while he's at youth, give him a tutor, all the teachers he needs, put up all the money for all the educations, where they can rely. Like, for an example, if I should lose a hand, I'm finished.
Right.
But a lawyer wouldn't, or a doctor wouldn't, necessarily. So I want him to get his brains ready.
A lot of boxers do end up broke. Are you better advised than other boxers as far as investments are concerned?
Well, I'm lucky that I have these before me to take an example. And I have mainly Herbert Muhammad, my manager. I have wise advisors, the son of our great leader Elijah Muhammad, and most of them were just brutes, and they didn't have a brain, and they had people. They were victim of the times, using them, and they couldn't box and handle the business too. But I found out that many friends and people that come to you wanting to borrow money. This happens every day. 90% of my mail from all countries is loan me some money. Or my daughter's sick. I'm trying to go through school. I want to come to America, or this or that. I found out that the best thing to do is to have somebody to send them to, and he'll tell them that he can't. The budget is low.
The other day I heard Harold Conrad refer to you as the wizard. That you've got a lot of wizardry in you, that you can do a lot of things, you can see into the future, that you can put a hex on people.
Well, I can take, for an example, to show you my power, some silver paper.
Cigarette paper?
Yeah, and I can wet it and fold it and hand it to me. Let me this. And this is gold. I don't know if this will work. You have any silver paper?
I might have some silver. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Somebody.
Tom, you haven't got any. Oh, here we are.
Here you go. I can take this right here, for example. And you tell the people the truth. If it don't work, I don't know, maybe on 1,000. I can take this here, and I can fold it up like this. And now you can give me your hand.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court should reject rigged voting maps and put people before politicians.
And And I can say, you just watch me and you concentrate. That paper's going to get warm. So warm until it'll start smoking. And that paper will keep on until it gets hot. Do you feel it?
What do I feel? I'll just see it for a second.
Somebody from the audience? Got a lady, come here real fast. Any lady, come here. Any lady. No.
Here's one. Here we are.
Come here, young lady.
Here we are.
Just take your hand and hold this. Quick before it cools off. Is that hot?
It's quite hot. I'm not fooling. I'm not
Is
fooling.
it hot? Yeah. Is it hot? Yeah. Okay.
He's a wizard. Thank you. Oh, it's still hot. That's not bad.
The paper's actually red hot. It's
That's
really
not
hot.
bad. Quite truthfully, the paper is quite truthfully, it's still hot. It's still warm. Well, I don't know how it's done. That's not bad. That's not bad. But how about to get back to things a little more serious? You were in the wilderness for 3 years because you refused to join the army. Do you have any regrets that you embraced the religion of,
No.
of Muhammad?
No. Well, you know, we are many people like when a man goes to war, he don't consider losing nothing. He's fighting for his country, what he believes. And we don't have no regrets if it's something we do from our heart and we want to do. Like I didn't have to do it. Something I wanted to do, so I don't regret it, and I'm really thankful that I did. Got strong because of it, and many people believe in fighting for the freedom, and this is just part of what I believed. So it's nothing that I regret, not at all. If I regret it, then it wasn't sincere.
But it lost you not only a great deal of money, but it could possibly have lost you your livelihood. In fact, it could have lost you your whole career. Isn't this so?
No, it wasn't.
Has it been
nothing.
worth it?
Well, yes. I mean, I haven't really lost nothing. I'm back in boxing bigger than ever. My salary is double. I'm invited to Peking, Red China. I'm the first one since Nixon from America. Open invitation, waiting what I want to go. I've been through all out of Arabia and Africa, met all the kings of the countries. And the peace, the world wants peace, and I represented it. And at the time, it wasn't too popular in America, and now it's common. And I'm not really, I don't pay no attention. And regardless to many people are doing what I did, and they went to jail for it, and you don't read about them. At least I was a case that the world watched. And if I had went to prison, I would have been a famous celebrity. I would have gotten fan mail. I'd have got credit for my stand. But what about the people who nobody knows and they're doing it? So I look at them as being more great, I would say, than I am.
When the Supreme Court eventually decided that you were right and you had a perfect right to do this, you showed no resentment against the men who had kept you away from boxing. You were very quiet about it.
Then I would be a hypocrite if I did, because I expected them to recognize me for what I believed. And they did what they thought was right at the time they took my title. At the time they wouldn't let me box nowhere in the country. They just did what they thought was right. And for me to now to sue them or to condemn them or to speak out against them for doing what they thought was right, then this would be hypocritical. And at the same time, I expected them, although they didn't, to recognize me for what I believe. So how can I get on them for doing what they really believe was right?
Once or twice you've spoken, it seemed to me sometimes sadly, about retirement. Do you still think of retirement?
Oh, I wanted to, but I thought about my children. I watched the baby cry another day, and my wife was late giving the baby milk, and the baby raised hell. Just hollering. Don't know where they're going to get it, but they just expect you to have it. And I looked at about 6 more coming, and I said, 10 years from now, I won't be fighting. 10 years from now, that baby will just be 10 years old, and I'll need money. He'll need school books. He'll need clothes, bus fare. And then 20 years from now, my daughter need a house, or she'll need a job. And it'll be shame to say, Muhammad Ali's daughter, a waitress in a restaurant. He made all of those millions. Oh, there's his son over there is in here. What I'm trying to say, I can earn enough money in 5 years if I invest it and put it up right to take care of my grandchildren. So I wanted to retire, but after I see these children coming and after I see that they're going to have a hard time, maybe they won't be blessed to make it like myself, I can knock out Blue Lewis. I can go knock out Floyd Patterson. I can knock out Joe Frazier. I can come back and knock out and if you get your Irish champion, come knock him out. Then I can go back over and knock some. Didn't get too much of a laugh on that.
You're in Ireland. Agree.
So what I'm trying to say, if I can save up about $2 million, which is about how many pounds?
That's almost £1 million.
Almost $1 million. If I can save up 1 million pounds, then I can relax and go to sleep and retire and don't have to worry about my children, because this is a hard world. Don't nobody give you nothing. You have to work for it. Right?
Right.
So I'm blessed to be able to beat up everybody. So I want to beat up everybody until I can't beat them no more. If I can go 10 more years, I'm going to keep on doing it.
Good. Most of your poems, like the one you spoke a few moments ago, are funny. But you've written one about your own people, I think at the time of the Attica prison riot. It's a serious poem. You have certainly very serious moments, as you've shown us tonight. Could you, before we go, just say that poem for us?
Oh, this poem explains the Attica prison. You heard that over here when all the black prisoners were shot, and just before they held some white hostages, and they said they would cut the throats if they didn't get what they wanted. And the words was, well, if the throats are cut, then shoot and kill everybody. They found out during the autopsy that the throats were not cut. They just shot them for nothing. The trigger-happy policeman, and that Rockefeller gave word 10 minutes or so, if they don't give up, I think it's the way it went, open fire. And one black prisoner came out to speak to the warden. And he said, you have 10 minutes to surrender. What's your reply? We're going to come in shooting. And the black prisoner came out, poetic poem. This didn't happen, but this is what I wrote.
Elementor presents The Web Creators. Meet Nina, a pixel-perfect web design master. Her weapon of choice?
He said, better far from all I see, to die fighting to be free. What more fitting end could be? Better surely than in some bed where in broken health I'm led, lingering until I'm dead. Better than with prayers and pleas are in the clutch of some disease, wasting slowly by degrees. Better than of heart attack are some dose of drug I lack. Let me die by being black. Better far that I should go standing here against the foe. Is there sweeter death to know? Better than the bloody stain on some highway where I'm lame, torn by flying glass and pain. Better call in death to come than to die another dumb, muted victim in the slum. Better than of this prison rot, if there's any choice I've got, kill me here on the spot. Better far my fight to wage now while my blood boils with rage, lest it cool with ancient age. Better violent for us to die than to Uncle Tom and try, making peace just to live a lie. Better now that I say my sooth, I'm gonna die demanding truth while I'm still akin to youth. Better now than later on, now that fear of death is gone, never mind another dawn. They opened fire on them, but they died telling it like it was.
Muhammad Ali.
I have another thing to say. This is one thing. This is one thing I love and I admire about the Irish people. I studied a little bit of history since I've been here. I found out you've been underdogs for years, hundreds of years, people dominating you and ruling you, and you can identify with this freedom struggle, you understand? But I just have mine on the other side of the water. But we all are fighting for the same cause and idea, but we have different reasons and different approaches.
Muhammad Ali, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's get a song real fast.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
On the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Took a Michael Flair, how I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man zone. And I ain't talking shit, this my definition. If being savage was our nation, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the God to the gate. So when they say they fear God, now you know what they made.
Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down.
Every day my niggas dying, they don't know the truth. How the hell you close to God, we don't know it's you. Yo, how the hell you supposed to survive, we don't know the shoot. He should've died, you let him slide, cause he look just like you. I tried to tell him all skin ain't kin. Everybody ain't your partner, everybody ain't your friend. How the hell they supposed to help when they the ones that put you in? They don't struggle how we struggle, they can't get it how we live. Can't be scared to die when we already dead. Either way, your life is stake, no matter how you play it. My higher self said we should choose remain godly. My lower want these motherfucking bodies. Infiltrate they circles like a motherfucking island. Take them to the south and put them down like OG Bobby. They don't want equality in this club, they want these problems. Killers right beside me, slab full of chicken moppers.
Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga
with the boom, it'll go down. Hey man, I want to say peace to everybody, man. Tapped in. What else we got in here? We got Yeshua Hebrews, aka. Hey, what's the MAGA? What's that stand for, brother? What's that stand for? Hey, I'm gonna have to get some edification in tonight. Some of these guys, man, as usual. We got King Cash System is in the building as well. Tayshawn, peace to the God, man. So check this out, right? I'm just gonna address the Indian thing. Okay, so we've been saying this a lot of times, man. You know, you guys gotta understand. Like when I ask the question, right? What does Indian mean? You should know. You shouldn't tell me children of God. Like now you breaking it down. King Cash, what's up, bro?
Peace. You know. Just coming over here, man, trying to bring y'all to the light, man. But I'm tapping in.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about it. So you definitely hold on. I want to address the Indian. Do you know what Indian mean, brother?
You said I know what Indian means.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was the original name for the Indians in India.
Interesting.
That Christopher Columbus mistakenly thought that's who he was dealing with.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So, do you know when the country of India was created and named India, brother?
that name. I mean, Hindustan. You got different names for it.
Right. But I'm saying though, in 1492, it wasn't called. I got you, but it wasn't called India in 1492. Okay. You cool with that?
I mean, they carved up a lot of the countries around the 1800s.
Sir, I'm saying,
like
I got you, but Christopher Columbus didn't live in 1800s. He lived in 1400s, okay? So he lived in 1400s, right?
But this is the telltale sign.
Was India called India in 1400s? Yes or no?
I mean, it was called Hindustan. It was called different things, bro.
Wait. So, but it wasn't called India, though, in 1492. Hold on, listen.
Hindu Kush?
I got you. But was it called India at 1492, brother?
They called it Sindh. I'm giving you all the names. You want the name? I'm giving you the name.
Sir. I'm saying, was it called India in 1492, though? Yes or no?
It probably wasn't called that until around the 1800s.
Okay, so stop right there. So it wasn't called India, so that means to stop. You got to stop telling the story of Christopher Columbus looking for India in 1492. Am I correct? Come on, we got to get some.
I mean, but if he confusing the natives with Indians,
sir, I'm gonna say this so you can understand again. If he was not looking for India in 1492, then let's throw that story in the trash. Can we do that, please?
Who said it's false though? Just because you saying it's false. Just because
you said it was false. You said they didn't. You said they didn't name it India until the 1800s. So that's 300.
I mean, they had different names. They had Sindh.
But it wasn't India.
It could come from the name Sindh.
Listen though.
But you have to remember, he speaks Portuguese too.
Listen.
He speaks Portuguese and Italian.
The Portuguese language did not exist in 1492. Okay.
So that's not true, sir. That's not true.
Damn. Hey man, I wonder why niggas be. Hey, listen, bro. If I ever came on this bitch and said something that you ever debunked, have I ever said anything on this bitch that is anybody ever debunked, bro? Why are you talking to me like I'm not talking to you about some real shit right now? You don't know what the hell you talking about. You literally just said it wasn't called that in 1492. So
what language were they speaking on the Iberian Peninsula? They had two borders.
Telling you
had Portuguese, and you had Spain.
Portugal and Spain did not exist in 1492, sir. Are you comfortable? Are you okay?
So Hispaniola was there. Hispaniola was there. They were using.
No, but see, once again, this nigga know that this shit didn't exist, right? But he wants to say it out of his face.
So if it didn't exist, why are people speaking Spanish and Portuguese?
Listen.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna say this so you can understand. Spain didn't exist and Portugal didn't exist in 1492. Neither did those languages. Are you comfortable? Are you good? Is that okay?
How is that true? Where you go,
sir, all you gotta do is go look it up.
All you gotta do
is get off the line. All you gotta do is go back in the audience and then go look it up.
Why are they speaking Spanish?
If I'm wrong, listen. If I'm wrong, but you don't know what you're talking about right now. So if I'm wrong, then all you gotta do is
come. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, listen. I just told you that
Spanish had to come from somewhere.
Okay, well, listen. Spain didn't exist in 1492. So are you comfortable with that? You agree or don't? You don't agree?
They were just kicking around and they were just kicking out the
what I'm talking about, bro. Like I don't want
Spain. Remember, Spain is the English.
Sir, you got to learn how to be quiet if you don't know something, because I'm not gonna have a remedial conversation with
somebody. I didn't know it. I'm about to explain it to you.
So if India didn't exist in 1492, so that means that Christopher Columbus wasn't looking for India by mistake, and then mistakenly called niggas Indians. That never happened. He never said the word Indian out his face or India. Is everybody comfortable with that? Okay, so y'all got to stop. You particularly got to stop telling this Christopher Columbus story. It's fake, and you know it. You know it didn't exist then.
How is all these stories fake? Y'all can't sit here and say that every
you just said it was fake. I didn't say it was fake. You said it was fake.
I didn't say it was fake.
Listen closely.
You saying Spanish? They weren't speaking Spanish. I'm like, well, where did the language come from? You didn't tell me where the language come from.
Listen. This is simple. This is simple. All you gotta do is prove me wrong. You ain't got to talk me to death. If the language of Spanish existed in 1492, or the country of Spain existed in 1492, all you have to do is pull it up. That's all you have to do. You don't have to talk us to death.
It's gonna pop up. It pops up all the time. It's easy to pull up Hispaniola. It's there.
Okay. No,
we didn't say Hispaniola. The Iberian. Iberian. That's where Spain.
Have
The
you?
name Spain comes from
Oh yeah.
Hispaniola.
Oh yeah.
Hispanic and Hispaniola. Spain is in the name of Hispaniola. We remember we speak in English. We speak in English. We're pronouncing things in English, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Certain words that I'm saying, I'm not going to say the same thing as I'm saying it in English. That how I may pronounce it in Spanish or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like we say Africa, and then the Spanish person say Africano or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They use like it's different. You know, we say love, they say amor. You know, they use amor for that or
Hey,
whatever.
so
You know,
Marco, shout out to Marco Power in the building. So Marco, stay woke, indigenous in the building. Well, Susan Thompson is in the building. I want to say peace to the guys. Hey, real quick, Marco. So here's the problem. Like, y'all see what y'all got to understand is that these people have rewrote shit and created it as if the reason why people like Cass is confused is because it's by design. They're writing things and telling the story to confuse you. Oh, Christopher Columbus was looking for India when India didn't exist. Oh, they ran into Ethiopians, or they just called them Egyptians, and now people are like, oh my God, what is he talking about? So now they start equating. Hold on, now you start equating that to Egyptian and Ethiopians, right? Which is only a descriptive term of dark people, right? Indian is only a motherfucking descriptive term of dark people. It's not Indios. It's not children of God. That's fake. And once again, niggas love telling
the difference
stories.
between an Indian. You know
Say
the
that
difference
again, bro.
between an Indian and a dark skinned Indian and your local convenience store versus a nigga. Even though he melanated, and that's why you can't use that melanated term for everybody, because you know your people. You know what Indian do now. It's some people, if they shave their hair, you'll be confused a little bit. Like, is this nigga a mulatto, light skinned nigga, what? But they grow their hair out and a little beard and shit, and they have their accent, you know he not your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, period, point blank. So, just because you melanated don't mean that, them your people or whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? And then at the same time, you got words like India,
what are you talking about?
America.
What are you talking about?
No,
Listen,
because you're talking about, Indian related to black.
One thing at a time, brother. Indisk. I'm gonna tell y'all this one last time. I'm not about to keep going back and forth. So this is for MAGA. Why you not on the? Are you in the chat? You in here? Why you not on here on the panel, dude? First off, second off, you sir. Indisk. The Indus Valley is what you would be talking about. Will be India, right? And it's only the descriptive term of niggas, dark people. Indi means dark, means niggas.
Sir,
that's it. I don't care.
You know the difference between
there's no tribe.
and a dark skinned
I'm not speaking to you right now, brother. And there's no tribe nowhere that said, hi, we are the Indians. We're the West Indians, we're the East Indians, we're the North Indians, we're the South Indians. Nobody called themselves Indians.
Because that's a Latinized version. That's a Latinized version of their language, bro. Just like I say Spain, and they would say Hispaniola.
Now back
you know
to you.
What I'm saying? We're putting the American. Come
Sir,
on, man.
Back to you. What does Latin come from? What does the language Latin come from, brother? I'm tired.
Out of the subcontinent of Rome, brother.
Whoa,
I mean, excuse me, the country, not continent, the country of Rome. It comes from the Roman Peninsula.
Rome is in Italy.
Italy,
correct? Rome is in Italy.
The Etruscans.
Are you? I got you.
The Etruscans were there.
I got you. So Etruscans were in what is called Spain now, but I got you. So once again, sir, I'm going to ask you this question.
Now it's an Indo-European language now.
No,
Indo-European language. Remember?
Latin is not an Indo-European language. See, once again, y'all, caste system.
That's classified as an Indo-European language.
Caste system is acting real slow over here, bro, and you are acting like you seem like a real agent right now. Because you know the fuck.
Why don't you pull up Indo-European language and look up Latin and pull up Indo-European language?
I'm gonna explain something to all y'all right
now. Exactly, because you don't want me to. You don't want me to slaughter you, bro.
Linda. I don't have to pull shit up because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I told you niggas a long time
ago. Iranian is a Indo-European language too. Germanic, Iranian.
We're not. No.
All them languages are
stop. Stay where you at. Stay where you at right now. Stay where you at right now. Okay. So you said that Italy, what is called Italy now, is Rome, right? It's Rome. Is where Latin comes from. Let's examine that. Okay, Latin is not an Indo-European language. Do you know that, or do you not know that?
So if it's not an Indo-European language, what language family does it come from?
Okay, sir. Once again, I'm teaching you something right now.
You're
right?
not
So
telling me where it come from. You're not telling me where it come from.
I'm trying to help you. I don't want to just tell you nothing. I'd rather for you to have looked this up yourself so you can understand. So what the language that we call in Latin is ancient in America. This is why it's called Latin America.
Oh Lord,
sir,
it's
you don't know what the fuck
Latin
you talking
America
about.
because
Hey, sir,
Christopher
I'm gonna need you
Columbus
to be
and
quiet for a second.
Spanish.
I was quiet and let you speak. So you're not speaking right now. You got to be quiet. I said that America, that Latin is ancient in America. Latin is ancient in America, and all the different derivatives that they are calling Latin, but they just, what I want to say, took the words and changed stuff, and so they created Portuguese, right? They created Portuguese in America. They created French in America off the Indo-European languages mixing with the Latin Romantic languages here in America, right? But I'll get back to that. They created Spanish here in America, okay? And they created American English here in America, sir, for commerce. And then they took it back
So
over
what
there.
language were they speaking
Sir,
over there?
did you hear what I just said?
What language were they speaking over there?
Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear
Because
it? Hold
remember,
on,
Rome,
you're not
Latin.
listening. You're not
Remember,
listening. No,
Latin
this is
comes
a
from
problem for you.
Rome.
This is a problem, sir. Sir, I've just explained to you that Latin comes from America. Okay, we've been teaching this for years.
You have no basis on that. None of the Algonquin. So the Algonquin language. And let me ask.
See,
so
that's
the
once
Ojibwe
again,
language.
talking. What's that? Where'd that come from? What's Algonquin? What's Seneca?
Algonquin and Ojibwe language. I want you to show me words that's in these languages that are the same or similar in Latin. I also want you to show me the Navajo languages that's here that are the same or similar in Latin.
Listen, Linda, you just said that Latin comes from Italy, right? That's what you just said.
That is an agreed upon consensus amongst the whole world.
From who?
Except Chief Holiday don't agree with it. Chief Holiday, he came up with it.
Where can I find this?
Everybody.
Sir, where can I find this at?
Sir, they have manuscripts written in Latin.
Nigga,
the Romans wrote everything in Latin.
What that mean?
They wrote their laws. You can find. That's why we got stories about the Roman Empire.
So let's be clear. Let's be clear. So what you're saying is that this is the only place in Europe or anywhere that Latin comes from. So you're saying Latin comes from Italy?
It's because they conquered other places, sir. They conquered Hispaniola. That's why you got the Roman Empire.
Okay.
That's why you got the Roman Empire. You know why? Because they went from Spain to Africa, over damn near Afghanistan. Over to Asia.
Okay. Yeah. So we got Big Dog, Philly OG in the building. We got Yeshua Hebrews, aka Cherokee King, in the building. Peace to the guys, man. How everybody doing? Hey, Yeshua, don't come on here with this bullshit today, man. Don't be bringing up no 1828 dictionaries. Sir, don't do it to yourself. Now, I hope you heard what I said about Indian. Now, I hope you guys seen the debate I did with what's the boy name? Well, really in the debate, I was just teaching him because he tried to say Indian comes from Andes or Anti, A-N-T-I, or Andes, the Andes River. I mean, the Andes Mountain, but Andes only means east. Antisuyu means
y'all both wrong on that
sector. Nigga, I'm never fucking wrong. Why the fuck? Hey, bro, you gonna stop disrespecting me? Like, what the fuck are you saying?
I'm
what
not.
The fuck?
Hey,
nigga, I have not said nothing wrong tonight. I'm not gonna keep telling you this, sir. Indo-European languages was in Europe. They wasn't speaking English. I mean, they wasn't speaking English. They wasn't speaking Latin. They wasn't speaking Spanish. They wasn't speaking French. Those are words that were created here in America and taken back over there, sir. And created it.
Okay, so
we colonized Europe, sir. We colonized Europe. Americans colonized Europe.
Squash. Okay, let me ask. So squash, the word squash. When you talk about a squash, you know. So what language amongst the Native Americans or Aborigines, whatever y'all want to call it, what language does that come in? See, in order for you to prove all this, you have to show Ojibwe language, Algonquin language, Pequot language, Choctaw
I gotta show you all
language
that.
compared to Latin. You gotta show
Oh,
it
yeah.
because you're not showing it. They have, when they talk about the Indo-European languages, they have a chart. Iranian being one of the oldest. Remember, the Iranian and the Aryan Empire, they went over to they went over to India, and they went into Europe and stuff like that. That's why you got the Mithras religion, the Zoroastrian.
Sir, why do Iranians light skin, sir?
You said, why are they light skinned? They in India and all the places.
Why
They
the
not
Indians
light. They
light-skinned?
actually
Niggas. Please
yellow
answer
and
the
brown.
question. Don't do that. Don't do that. Are these
What
people?
do you
Are
mean
these people
India?
mixed
What are you
with this?
talking about?
Sir,
What type of India?
Okay, listen. Since you know history so much, right? We gotta let somebody else talk about this. But listen, sir. If these people are light skinned because they ran into the pale skinned Europeans. Do you understand that? And they created the caste system in Iran. They created the caste system.
That's what we're talking about. The Indo-European language.
Sir, all we saying is that if you understand that the so-called Nubians are dark-skinned people, because y'all don't understand nothing else. The Commissions were there first before the Muslim Brotherhood that there's now, right? If you don't understand that, right? You understand that, right? You understand that those people are not the original people there, right? That they're mixed with.
Yeah, I understand.
So you understand that, right?
There.
Okay. So why you don't understand that for us here in America? That the niggas was here first, and that the pale skinned European came here and created a minority people here.
Because let me say why
they're minorities. The pale skinned mestizo is a minority here in America. We are the majority.
Well, let me tell you why I don't understand that. Let me tell you why I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't understand that because, okay, we just gonna deal with North America. Most of the niggas in North America is in the South. And what was in the South? The slave states. We don't see you niggas in Utah. We don't see you niggas in Idaho. We barely see you niggas in Kansas. Y'all only in the cities which y'all migrated to after the Great Migration and shit like that. Y'all barely out west. And y'all niggas ain't in no goddamn Canada and fucking Newfoundland and goddamn Nunavut and all these other weird places that's in the middle of Canada. Y'all not up there. Y'all not over there. Y'all not over in them places. You know what I'm saying? So if you were the original president of this continent, you would be all over the continent. You're not in these places. We can't even find you niggas. We can't find you niggas over in barely in. I mean, the places where they got the black people, like in places like Chile, is where they were slave ports. Where they say it was slave ports at. The rest of it, you go on the Amazon and shit. It's goddamn.
Okay, bro. So I'm not about to respond to that.
But
I'm not about to respond to that. So thank you for your input, bro. But you suck. That's terrible. Hey, Big Dog, you got the flow, man. This guy right here, man. Sheesh. Hey, man, what do y'all think about the greatest?
Tell me why they niggas in Canada.
Bro, we get back to that. It is niggas in Canada, sir. It is niggas in Canada. Matter of fact,
in Toronto
there's a village that they found in Canada.
Good, everybody. Much love, much respect.
That's 15,000 years old, according to them, right? Now, sir, what type of people was on the planet 15,000 years ago, my nigga? And don't go back and forth. Don't do that. I'm not about to play with you, okay? So don't like if you here to build, let's build. But if you here to play, I got time to play with you, dog. I don't have time to play with you, sir. I do not have time to play with you. So I'm letting you know that we have footprints here, we got bones here that predate any crackers, any pale skins on the planet. So as niggas that is in America first, we can prove that without a shadow of a doubt. Sir, no. Time out. What you're not gonna do? Listen. I'm gonna tell you what doesn't fly over here. Pseudo doesn't fly over here. So there's no such thing as Neanderthals and monkeys.
How's that pseudo? That's the consensus among scientists. Okay. What are you talking about?
Sir, I'm gonna explain something so you can understand. There's no Neanderthal, nothing. If you don't know who Neander is and what they did and how they're trying to write themselves into history, that's on you, bro. But there's no such thing as cavemen and Neanderthals. Okay, and monkey people. You cannot prove there's a missing link. Show us. Where is it at? What you need to do, bro, next time you come on here, come prepared with your monkey people. Okay? That's what you need to do. So now we about to build, okay? Because shit you talking about is remedial.
No, because
we're going back. Sir,
Neanderthal is not a monkey.
Shit,
Neanderthal is not a monkey.
We're not talking about that no more.
Did
we're
I
not
say
even
a
talking
monkey
about Neanderthals. Listen, we're not talking about Neanderthals. We're not talking about monkeys. We're not talking about none of that. No pseudos allowed over here, bro. No theories, no pseudo, no nothing.
Anything that locks Chief Holiday in the corner.
You can't talk about shit you don't know. Listen, you cannot speak
anything
about
that
pseudo shit over here, bro. no DNA. You can
Bro,
nothing
in
is
order for you
admissible
to
over
speak on, look,
Lex Vortex.
let
None
me
of
say
that is
what y'all
admissible
don't do
over
as
here.
Aboriginals. I never hear y'all talk about y'all local mythos. I never hear talk about y'all rites of passage. Y'all don't talk about none of that. You know who can talk about that? The Navajo. You know what? One thing. Let me tell you one thing, especially out west, that the Native Americans talk about the Oots, the Nez Perce, all them groups over there. They talk about Bigfoot. I don't hear y'all Bigfoot stories and shit. They talk about the witchcraft that's amongst, you know what I'm saying, in their traditions. They have these elaborate stories. You know, the only thing I hear y'all talking about is technology and pyramids. The same shit y'all got from us.
First off,
Egyptology.
What else? That's all we talk about. We talk about all the civilization that American Aborigines, niggas. Hold on, sir. Listen. Why the Native Americans? Why the Native Americans don't have no food? Why they don't have no culture here in America, brother? Why? What are you talking about? They live in tents.
They have culture. What are you talking about? They don't have culture.
Okay. What
have
food is culture? I got you. Food is culture, right?
Sir, dance, song.
Wait, hold on, sir. Let's start first. Let's start. Wait. Listen, bro. I'm trying to move on. I'm tired of having a remedial conversation, bro. I don't want to have this no more. So listen, what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to help you out with something. You're telling me, have you ever eaten Native American food, sir?
Corn. That's Native American.
Fuck, bro. I'm done. Hey, bro, listen, man. You got to be quiet. Hey, man, we got other people on the panel, bro. So we got to let other people talk, bro. We got Truth on the panel too, man. So just let other people talk, man. You can come back to when it's your turn, bro. Like, hey, big dog, you got the floor, brother. Shit, bro, you are terrible.
It's all good, man.
I mean, he don't want to listen. Cash, you playing, bro. You don't want to build, fam. Because like I'm telling you something,
I'm going back and forth
bro.
with
You know for a fact,
bro.
Sir. What?
It
you
ain't
doing
no
what?
jabs, brother. You ain't going back and forth with no jabs.
I'm going back and forth with
You're not debating nobody here, bro. You're not talking about shit.
That's all you doing, brother. Regurgitating information.
And then what?
Bro,
so if you listen to something, look, that doesn't make sense because if you listen to these people, y'all quote white people all day like with pseudo information.
When did I quote somebody white,
Murray and all this stuff.
When did
look,
I quote
every time I go on
I don't quote that shit.
Y'all talk about bone structures and all that, and y'all pull up white scientists.
Bro, listen. All I'm asking you is this right here, bro. Just to chill and let somebody else talk, man. That's all you got to do. It's gonna come back to you, sir. We got other people on the panel. You cannot dominate.
Let me say this, Chief Holiday. The next time we go on the panel, we talk about the origins of Latin languages and English?
No, all you gotta do is look it up and go, listen. All you have to do is look this up. And once you do, you're not gonna come back and be like, you were right. You're just gonna keep running your goddamn mouth. So, bro, I don't have to look this shit up.
Look it up. No, I'm gonna pull paperwork. I'm gonna pull paperwork.
I've already told you what it is. I don't know if you caught the Seneca language joint we did. Shout out to Lotus. I don't know if you caught that.
Hey, Chief, can I share my screen, bro?
Absolutely.
You know what, Chief? Can I share my screen, bro? We gonna give him this shit real simple and easy, bro.
Bro, he gonna deny it. Watch him. He gonna deny the shit.
If it's cool with you, give me 1 second real quick. I want to share my screen.
Let's get it. Hey,
Truth come with some facts, bro.
You got the floor too, Yeshua.
And that's why I respect the young warrior Truth. Much respect, young fella.
Hey, shout out to everybody, man. Tapped in, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Shannon Porter is in the building. Peace, Empress. Lil Yos Rios.
Yeah, I can't believe you said Latin language comes from America, bro. I'm
Khalil Smith. You flabbergasted. Hopefully you're gonna learn something tonight, sir.
Look, because you got to prove you just took that language out of the Indo-European families, bro. The Iranian language being one of the oldest. We talk about people.
You don't even got to talk about nothing else
Georgia
but American. We ain't talking about Iranian. I don't know why you keep going over there. Are you familiar with Sanskrit?
Because we talking about the Indo-European.
Dude, I don't know why you still talking.
Yeah, a lot of it has its ties in the. A lot of it has its ties in the Indo-European language.
So just for the record, Cass knows what I'm talking about, but he's acting retarded. So this is why I'm hostile, because this is not about the fly of it, bro. Like I keep telling you, why are you playing? If we're building, if there's gonna be a consensus on something, let's be a consensus. Okay, just like the India thing, you didn't want to concede that, bro. Like just be like, yo, that's not right and exact. Okay, that story is for the trash, but your ass will be telling the next week, saying the same thing. Christopher Columbus was looking for India,
y'all need to
and he
read
seen some
Ancient
niggas
Future.
and called them Indians. Or you believe that he found Tonto when he came over here, bro? No, sir. No, none of that's working for me. Nothing that you're talking about,
bro,
is working, bro. Nothing.
When you look at an Indian from India, what do they have? They have that straight hair. They had that
Hey,
straight
bro.
hair like a horse's
No.
tail.
We're not.
And they
I
had
can't.
dark skin, bro.
I can't, bro. I'm not about to do this, sir. If you don't understand that straight hair does not predate kinky hair, then there's something wrong with you. Okay. You have to know this. Stop talking about straight hair. Stop talking about dumb shit that you don't know about, bro. This is the shit I'm talking about. Cass, you're supposed to be coming up, bro. You seem like you just want to stay in the same spot. And that's interesting to me because you still not getting it, bro. If you can't have, if it's Indo-European languages there, right? Then you should know what those Indo-European languages are, but none of them are Latin, sir. That's what you don't know. And so I don't have to look this up because I have done the research. So I don't have to come on here and show shit. I don't have to do that. If you got a problem, anything, I'm saying y'all should do the work and debunk me. That's what you should do, bro.
You don't even have to dig that far to disprove this shit, bro. And whenever you ready, bro, yeah. Big screening for us, because we just gonna go do 2 little quick searches on what the fuck the English was speaking and what language was present during these so-called times and shit, right? So the first one we're gonna go to is this one right here, which is the Anglo-Norman language, right? This will be the language that was spoken through England all the way up until about the 15th, 16th century, right? And it's telling you, also known, William the Conqueror led the Norman quest into England, 1066. Boom, 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 boom. This anagram developed into a unique dialect known as Anglo-Norman French, which was commonly used for literally and eventually administrative purposes 12th into the 15th century. This is all through England, medieval England, right? So eventually it go from this into Old English, right? So let's look at what the fuck Old English is, right? Old English, right? This is the language that New English is supposed to come from. Old English is one of the West Germanic languages. So is it English or is it Germanic, right? But let's look at an actual script of some old fucking English. What the fuck do that look like? Can anybody pronounce this shit? So the written script of Old English don't even look like English. And it's telling you that Old English is Germanic language. And we all know what Germanic languages is and shit. So, man, that shit, I don't even know why niggas even keep coming with that bullshit. Like, Chief been debunked this shit. Lotus been debunked this shit. They went way more in depth with this shit than what I just did. But I just want to show you that the shit is what bro been saying. It's Indo-Germanic. It's not even fucking English. The English that we know of today that they keep trying to give credence to them is not nowhere similar to the shit that they were speaking. So they didn't. The next question is to be safe to say, was English created in America or was it created in England? Because from what we saying, these motherfuckers was not only speaking German, but their written language was definitely German.
Facts.
And I'm gonna mute right there, Brody.
Yo, he just proved everything I said. Now go back to what he was talking about. He said It comes from a Germanic language. Okay? Germanic languages, if you look it up, anybody can look up Germanic languages, which, English is more than just a Germanic language. You got Latin mixed in there too because the Romans conquered, English. But Germanic languages, their root language, they're based in the Indo-European family. Look up Germanic languages and Indo-European family.
I was trying to explain to you that they don't call it Germany or German. It's called Deutsch. Deutche. Deutsch. Deutschland. Deutsch. It's not German, sir.
Different language. They call different places. Prussia.
Nah, I'm talking about what the people in Germany call it, brother. It's called
my
Deutschland.
light-skinned Detroit brother. This is what you
Dutchland,
missing,
sir.
This what you missing though about what I'm showing, bro. You missing the timeline that I'm giving, right? So I'm walking this through chronological order. So it went from being called Anglo-Norman into Indo-Germanic language and then into Old English. But when you start looking at the written part of this language, it looks nothing similar to motherfucking American English. It looks just like Germanic languages up to date. And the fact of the matter is they were still speaking and writing Old English in the 16th to 1700s. So
but that's like saying Roman.
Hold on. So the English that we not only that we speak, but right today didn't get into England until 1736, bro. Okay. But as you can see, it's documentation here in the Americas of the English that we know and speak today, right here in America, and it wasn't even in England. So how was it English because of England when they didn't even have it? It was right here where the fuck it's always been birthed at.
Right, they were speaking German. They were speaking German there, brother.
Because English is a mixture, amalgamation of those languages. You had the Germanic people that went up in there. They went up.
Okay, so is American English though? Hey, Cass, is American English mixed with the native languages here, brother?
Yeah, now because they came over. Yeah, now because they came over here.
Okay, so you know about Algonquin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm not well versed in the language.
Yeah, Chief, I was stationed over Germany for 3 years. They call that shit Dutchland.
Deutschland, yeah.
Deutschland. I was
Dutchland, same shit. It's all the same people. Yeah.
And I traveled all through Karlsruhe, West Germany, to Frankfurt, Germany, to Stuttgart, Germany. I lived in a black.
Hey, OG, I'm glad you say that because guess what their language is called? It's called Germanic language, but it's based up out of West German.
Yeah,
matter of fact, they say it's West Germanic language is what. Right. So what the English was speaking and writing was a Western Germanic language. In the time that they should have been writing and speaking in English that we know today. So what's going on, White Jesus?
Bro, y'all need to look up all the roots of Indo-European language, bro. Y'all need to look. That's the one thing the Germans, because they was in love with that whole Aryan shit and the whole Aryan movement and all that, and Iran, and they made motherfuckers honorary Nazis over there and stuff like that.
Man,
but they tie all those languages in. They tie all those languages into these Indo-European languages because of the migration of those Indo-Europeans off of those mountain steeps in the Caucasian area. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the Eastern Europeans, you talk about the people that came into northern India, Pakistan. I mean, shit, Afghanistan and parts of Pakistan, you got motherfuckers still got blonde hair, blue eyes over in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all not, you saying it, you basically saying what I said. You like, oh yeah, we can trace this back to the Germanic languages and stuff like that.
But bro, you missing the key point though, bro. This is what you missing. There's documentation of the English and the lettering alphabet of the English language that we know today here in America at a time where it wasn't in England. So how the fuck did they bring it to England when they wasn't even fucking reading and writing in the language that we're claiming that they bought here? And you find it here earlier than when they actually got it there to adopt it into what the fuck they got going on. So how did they bring it here and they weren't even fucking using it?
Bro, they also speak English. They also speak English in Australia.
Of the English language that we know today was written and being spoken in the time that it wasn't even in England. Make that make sense.
It's the King's English. It's the King English, and that's like saying,
so
okay,
the
so
king
is spoken in Australia.
Hold on. So the king is going to come teach some fucking foreign savages a king's language and not even their own peasants first?
The peasants know
That's
it
what
too,
you
bro.
telling me?
The peasants, they all spoke English,
Chief.
bro.
Drop the link, Chief.
That's like saying in Australia where they also spoke English at. You know, they taught English. They taught it to the Aboriginals so they can trade with these people and everything. And they also borrowed the Aboriginals words like kangaroo and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Kangaroo's not an English word.
I'm with Chief right now, bro. I done seen you around a long time, King Cash, and your ass is still in the same exact goddamn place where I'm at.
But you're not proving.
You just said
years to pass, bro. It's like
we're talking about the Aboriginals. We talking about the Aboriginals of Australia.
Okay, who the Aboriginals of West Africa?
I wouldn't even feel right bringing some of the sources and information I got because you not even ready for that, bro. You just all talk. I never seen you show nothing, and you talk about the same shit. Hey, bro, that's a $10 book, my nigga. Come on, man.
Black author Wayne B. Chandler. Look, I was around back in the early 2000s, bro, going to his lectures. Wayne B. Chandler, bro. A lot of shit is big. You talk about the Indo-European language.
Hey, Cash, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Cash, real quick. So when we talk about there are people who are Aborigines or indigenous to what is called Africa now. Who are they? What's their name? Can you tell us?
What about the Africans that's there?
Can you just name us one group that's indigenous or Aborigines to the continent of Africa?
I mean, shit, damn it, every group under the Sahara. Like, you want to start with the Igbo, the Yoruba, the Mende,
let's stop right there. Hold on. Let's check out the Mende. Did you know that Mende is a German word?
Mende is not a German word, sir.
God damn,
where did you get
bro!
That?
Why the fuck? What are you saying right now? What are you saying? Do you not know what the Germans did and set up their languages? Yoruba is not indigenous. Africa is not indigenous to the continent of Africa. Neither are the people, sir. See how this work? I don't know. Are you okay? Is okay?
How are they not indigenous?
Y'all okay out
there? Culture. They have culture in the Yoruba pantheon, the Yoruba spirituality. They still ain't got no names of their cities. They have the deities connected to their cities.
No food, nothing.
And this is how you prove. This is how you shut the Aboriginal down. This is how you shut the Aboriginal down because they practice the same stuff in Cuba. They don't got Cuban streets and Cuban cities in the traditions over there in Cuba. All that shit is talking about Africa and Yoruba traditions. They're talking about Oyo, which is in Nigeria. Oyo is in Nigeria. Oyo is not in Cuba.
All you doing is regurgitating some bullshit.
First of all, you don't hear about Yoruba tradition. You don't hear about Yoruba tradition. We didn't read about Yoruba tradition in our goddamn history books in elementary, middle school. So I'm not reading.
Hey, Lady Legs is in the building. Peace, Lady Legs. Hey, bro, I don't know what the hell you talking about, fam. Charles Johnson is in the building. Shout out to the Johnson clan.
Because you can't prove they're indigenous. Prove when they went to Africa and became.
Somebody wanted you to drop the link, Chief.
Oh man.
Okay, I see Rosalind up in there. Peace, Empress.
Who the oldest people in Africa? White Jesus.
What's some people down the Khoisan in South Africa?
Where the Khoisan from?
They say they're the oldest people. They say they're the oldest humans. Actually, they say they're the oldest humans.
All right, but where do they say they come from?
What, the Khoisan?
Yeah, where do they say? Because they say they migrated to where they at, right?
The Zulus did. The Zulus migrated out of the Congo.
No, the
down.
Koshan say that they migrated to where they at. Where they say they come from.
Where do they come from?
I mean, shit. Based on the migration route that they say they came from Asia.
Oh Lord.
So are they really
I
African?
gotta look it up.
You should already
I gotta
know
look
this,
it up.
nigga. You a goddamn
I gotta look it up,
Pan-African, and you gotta look up the Koshan people, the oldest motherfucking people.
Because it's like
that y'all
300 or
be dick
400.
riding.
It's about 300 or 400. It's about 300 or 400 tribes in Africa. I don't study every tribe.
No, we talking
I
about the
study them in Yoruba.
Koshans, and that's it, bro. Don't try to
Yeah.
fucking buck dance, bro.
Those
They
are the
don't
people
even
with the
call
click
themselves
language.
Khoisan. So I don't know
On
what
top
they
of that.
Exactly. Remember, the Europeans grouped a lot of these people up and start calling them Bantu and all that. They weren't calling them people that.
No, don't try to run from what's
Hey,
being
listen.
put on the
It's the
table,
same thing
nigga.
that we saying. This, bro. You know all this about Africa, but you don't know this about over here. They created everything for these people. The languages, everything, bro. This is not real. So
So
everything
why
that
don't
you
we
saying
get a
don't
Native
make sense,
American on the panel? Why don't we get a Native American on the panel
we
that
do it
speaks the
all the
language and
time.
thorough in the language, bro?
We do it all the time. Shout out to Stephen Redclay. He just came up here and speaking the shit fluently. Here's the problem that you're gonna have though, right? None of that matters. We're speaking a language that we can
It doesn't matter if
communicate.
they're speaking the
It
language.
don't matter if I start speaking fluent Cherokee right now to you, right? Your ass ain't gonna understand nothing. So what is the reason for us
Because I'm not
having
Cherokee.
that conversation?
Man,
Hey, listen,
if an African comes speaking fluent African, you not gonna understand
Thank
them,
you.
nigga.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I
So
can
we're
speak
not
in
gonna be able to
Yoruba
understand.
and Congolese. What are you talking about?
Man,
It's more
if a
than one
we're
nigga
not
tribe
came
in
up
gonna be able to
here
Africa.
understand you.
speaking regular
But we're not
Yoruba,
gonna be able to
nigga, your
understand.
ass would be like the Mexican nigga that just smiling and saying "see" because he ain't understand shit you just said.
Hold
What you
on, hold
talking
on.
about?
So
They speak
hold
the
on, hold on.
language,
So
the Yoruba language in Cuba,
real quick.
in
Mendy comes
Brazil.
from Mendy comes from Mendy Hall. It's a
Hey, White
It's a
Jesus.
German name, sir.
Why you didn't go back
Lord.
to Africa if you love it
So I
so
just wanted
much?
you to know
Why
that.
you didn't go back? What's
First
your
of all,
reason for not
why
going
you
back?
deflect to that, sir? Why do you deflect to that? We having a conversation about
Because y'all
history.
always
You love
deflect
Africa so
to
much.
us
Why you didn't
speaking
go
the
Well,
back?
my
Indian
uncle just went
language.
over there. He got his
Why you
dual
ain't there?
citizenship.
Why
No,
you ain't go
look.
there
When
and
I get my
live?
bread together, y'all. Matter of fact, let me start a GoFundMe so y'all can
Bread,
send me back to
goddamn,
that
how much it
motherfucker.
cost for a one-way ticket?
This nigga talking about a one-way goddamn ticket. Get out of here. Get out of here. Deflect. Why you deflecting? Who is
I'm
this
just
old
saying,
nigga
shit,
deflecting?
if you're going
You
somewhere, all you
deflecting,
need is
bro.
one way to
You
get back. You can
deflecting.
work your way
Name
back.
a
Take
person
one
with a
way to
Native
get the fuck
American
to Africa.
name, not in English, in your family tree, sir. Big Dog Philly.
Jesus Christ.
I don't have no African in my family blood.
No, we talking about Native American, sir. With a Native not an English sounding name, Native American name, not Chief Sundown, no, not no shit like that. Say it in the goddamn. Who was the people over there in Philadelphia? Was it the Pequot? Who was
Hey,
it?
Cass, can you name us a Native American name for us, sir?
Yeah,
Because
my
we
family
don't
been in
subscribe to
Georgia
Native
since
American
the
shit.
1800s.
If you didn't know that was just created in
I mean, you want to talk
1975.
about Chief
The late
Pontiac? Pontiac
1700s.
is a Native American name.
Jesus Christ, goddamn.
I mean, Michigan is a Native American name. Illinois is a Native American name. Saskatchewan is a Native
I thought
American
that
name.
the English gave us the English language and the English alphabets. All that shit in English.
Right, and it was translated to English, like Michigan. So, do you know what it was called before Michigan?
It mean the land of many. It mean the land of many lakes. They also got a name. The real name is Michigama and Michigama,
Okay. So,
and they
where did
also got that
Alabama
same.
come from? Where does Mississippi come from? Where do these words come from, sir? Did they bring them here? Did they bring these slaves here?
Mississippi was never in the English language. It's part of Native language.
Okay,
Native American.
sir. What we're telling you is that it's just been Americanized and changed, sir.
So it's been Americanized and changed. I thought the American language was Native American language. So now you're acknowledging that's some foreign
Native
shit.
American. I don't speak Native American languages, sir.
No, well, you know what I mean. I'm Aboriginal.
Sir, pay attention. Pay attention. The language that we're speaking right now is based off of the indigenous name, indigenous languages, and the invaders who came here. And then some tribes did business with these people, and then they created Portuguese. Some tribes did business with these people, and they created French. Some people did business with these people, and they created Spanish. Do you not understand this, brother? Some
Can
people
you
did
send me
business
the
with these people up
information
here, and
and
they
the
created.
paperwork?
Brother, all you have to do. Let me ask you a question. Do you know when this language was created that we're speaking right now, sir?
What English? Shit, West Man just went through a whole
American
little
English,
historical.
not English. American English, sir. The language that we're speaking right now. Do you know?
American English that you said. So now you're differentiating. You're
I've never not said it
differentiating
was not
between the two,
American
right?
English, brother. I never not saying we speaking American, sir. That's what we speaking. I just had to tell a Mexican this the other day. Trying to talk to me, I said, I want to speak American. I don't want to. I ain't trying to learn no motherfucking Spanish. Okay, we're speaking American English. Okay, so I asked you a simple question. All you gotta do is look it up, and when you do, it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your scalp back.
Wow. This is why culture is
I hope
important.
somebody getting something out of this, man. I hope y'all ain't be like, God damn, Chief, we all know
This
this
is
already.
why culture and cultural legacy is important, because we get to claim anything. Them snatching our culture away from us here in North America. You know, we think industrialization and everything. We go by that. We like builders. Oh, they built this or whatever. But where are the ties to the music, the dance, the prayers in that language of your Aboriginal people or whatnot? You ain't got none of that.
Damn, bro, what is happening?
Still
What's
ask
going
you,
on?
brother.
You ain't got none of that, bro.
What have the Pan African did for our community? What have it done for our community, brother?
Oh, well, let's start with the Shrine of the Black Madonna. That's the Pan African Christian Church. You know what they did?
Terrible.
They got a lot of the people that you see, the mayors around the country during when the black mayors were getting elected, got them in. Got a lot of the black city councils here in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They were making this into a black city.
Yeah, this nigga
White folks hate it. That's one area. That's one group of people. Malcolm X.
Bro, he actually, yeah, man. Bro, we gotta talk about something else, Cass. Come on, bro. You gotta chill for a second, man. Like, it's too much, man.
Shit crazy, man.
What's up with it, yo?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Sitting there listening to that nigga in the back chat. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, that
this
motherfucker
nigga retarded as fuck.
Gave gibberish. One question, he gave us a bunch of fucking gibberish.
This nigga,
man.
bruh, he didn't have me.
I mean, I'm saying though, I know I'm saying shit he ain't never heard before, or he probably heard it. He just don't want to accept it. All you have to do is look this up. They didn't bring Spanish here. They didn't bring Latin here.
Hell no. Spanish, Portugal.
They didn't bring none of that shit here, bro.
They left with that shit.
Spanish.
Matter of fact, I don't even, bro. I think we've been going over there.
Jewish.
Even the Indo-European languages come from America, because they said that over 65 languages around the world come from Cherokee, the Cherokee script, not the Cherokee with the C. I'm talking about some other shit, like because they have changed even the alphabet into like C and stuff like that. Now, give you a perfect example, right? Some of the words, some of the names that we think are colonized words, they're not. These words, these names were here. From Brown to Cole to Johnson. These are Cherokee. This is we're talking languages. So Cherokee is not a people, it's a language. You understand what I'm saying? Same way with like Hebrew is a language group. So just because you speak something though, right? You're speaking that's what they're describing you as. You see what I'm saying? Of what you're speaking, the language you're speaking. If you speak a dialect of Portuguese or what's it called?
Anglo-Norman.
Nah, it was something else. I'm trying to think. What the fuck is that language? Where they was talking about the boy Cujo from Africa Town. What the fuck's the name? Man, it's,
that character.
It's damn Angolan. Angolan is a Portuguese dialect.
Angola.
So it's a Portuguese dialect. It's not. Yeah, it's a Portuguese dialect. But once again, Gula. Once again, it's showing you the mixture of the words, the mixture of the people. Anglo, right? Gula.
He ain't want to deal with that migration shit, though. He ain't want to deal with that migration shit at all. You already knew where I was going. You started laughing as soon as I asked his ass that question.
I'm still trying to figure out how he believe in any of this shit. Like, it don't make sense. We didn't already showed your ass. You still going along with this bullshit.
Hey, so what y'all think about that Muhammad Ali clip?
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah, maybe I have to go back and check it out. It's pretty dope. Who else we got on the panel? Big Dog, Truth, Cash out of there. Sheesh, it was
Nah, he's still in the max texting and shit. Put me back on. Put me back in the game, coach.
Infinite the God is in the building. Peace of God, man. Appreciate you guys tapping in, man.
Wait, hey, is that's Funky Knuckles on Instagram?
Aim Major.
Right?
Say what?
Is that nigga Funky Knuckles on Instagram?
Who?
Fucking King Cass. I think that's because somebody sent me a motherfucking message, and it's one of the motherfuckers that be on the panel, but I don't know who the fuck the nigga is. He was like, "Why you keep posting misinformation about African Americans?" Like, bro, who the fuck is this, bro? Yo, I'm not following you. You're not following me, bro. I don't know you. But it says Funky Knuckles. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Oh, that is him.
That's the African booty scratcher shit. They got Knuckles funky.
Bro, how you going? Then he sent me a video of this white lady talking about, I'm African. He said, you got this white lady claiming to be African, but y'all ain't want to claim who y'all are. I was like, bro, she is African, though. We're not. Bro, go, like, stop with the bullshit. I guarantee she could find genealogy proving she African. She Dutch and shit. They all the same people.
Yo, bless up to the tribe.
So with it.
Yeah, what's good, fam? What's good, everybody?
Shit, what you on tonight?
Shoot, man, I ain't on nothing, man. I ain't been too long. Got off of work. You know what I'm saying? So just glad to be home and see what this weekend gonna consist of. Cause it's we're supposed to get snow. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here in Maryland in the DMV, so supposed to get snow Sunday. So I just happened to see Chief was on, so you know I had to come spread some love, you know, to the family, to the panel. Big Dog Philly, you already know. Bless up to the OG, Truth, my parallelogram brother. He always parallelogramming. You already know, man.
Man,
it's all good.
Family.
All good, all good. You know what I'm saying? And much love to Talkness History, man. Much love to you, bro. You always,
love, brother.
always dropping it.
You too. You already know, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because, I mean, earlier, I saw, you know, like Lightman and Yama, Rider Mags. They were dropping some hot knowledge and stuff like that, and it's just sad that, you know, a lot of people don't know about their, you know, chronological consanguinity coming from the Southeast Woodland regions. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, when them brothers was talking about the time of people, we've been talking about the time, trying to break that down about the time of the Mokama and the Altamaha River, because the majority of my family, guess where they're from? They're from a region where the Altamaha River actually bends. Hazelhurst, Georgia. Hazelhurst, Georgia, where the Altamaha bends. So that was home of a lot of Cherokees. That was home of a lot of the Tama people. They traveled that river system before them people came over here and tried to usurp it and get our identities. So it's best to start looking into a lot of this information that people be dropping. And I can drop links for you because I'm the link dropper. I don't mind dropping links, and I'm gonna drop hella links if I need to, especially, what I'm saying, when it comes to Georgia, because Georgia was the free state. It's the reason why it was the free state, because a lot of people came in and tried to usurp and revamp and reconstruct it. Coming from the Savannah River is the Shawnee. That's your Shawnee.
Yep.
All you got to do is follow the river systems. You're going to find the information that you need. I mean, this ain't clockwork, but I just feel like a lot of people are in a good space, in a good light to know who they are, know who they from, and don't need to box these Pan-Africans, these Native Americans, or anybody trying to use these stupid ass constructs to try and box us back in and make us docile. And I also want to say and give light to, like our brother, just to say, rest in power to Jay Freeway. Just learning, that he passed away. That kind of hurt, because that was a powerful brother. Like, he would bring information. So, like I said, man, I'm just glad that that cat is in the back chat, because right now, yeah, it's all about balance. I came in to bring the balance, and like the cow, I also came to bring the pain hardcore on the brain. You know what I'm saying? So let's step inside this astral plane and see if we can get this motherfucker back on the right side. Get him out the matrix, because he's stuck in a loop. Tired of seeing motherfuckers in these binary loops. The information is right there, but you're still trying to create these conundrums in the system. They don't exist. You can argue about whatever the hell you want to argue about, but one thing is true. Your family was here. You keep trying to tie your family back to something that you can't find. You're finding articles and information on narratives of people. Instead of tying yourself to narratives, tie yourself to true original people with names. They changed these people names, gave them new names, took your names. Find your family name. Know who you are. These motherfuckers coming in here creating name variants to try and throw you off the loop. You know how many variations of the name Houston is out there? How many people know about Espakoki Watumkahu, found in Oklahoma? What about Akfuski, where my Roberts family lived at? Akfuski is a Muskogee word that means sharp waters, sudden waters. And my grandma always kept in touch with her family. What about on my mother's side, my matriarchal side? I keep hearing people say Chickasaw, Chickasaw, Chickasaw. And I showed you it was Chickaza. The word for Chickasaw, the original word is Chickaza. They changed it to Chickasaw because it's anglicized. And the Chickasaw was in the region of Indiantown, South Carolina. They were all in that region. We're just talking PD region. We're just talking Yamasee. You got the Yama. That information is out there. All you got to do is travel to the region and you will find the information. You can't Google everything. They don't put everything in Google because they're still trying to reconstruct it before they put it online. That's why when you go on Google, you have to use Boolean logic to find information. If you just randomly try to type in information, you ain't gonna find it because they switched the algorithm up. If you just typed in Cherokee in Google, I guarantee they're gonna show you a Jeep Cherokee. You gotta be specific now. You're an analyst. You're more than just investigating and finding information on your family. You gotta be analytical with it. You gotta be an analyst, meaning you gotta know what you are looking for. You gotta beat the algorithm at its game. All these Agent Smiths, that's what they're doing. They're trying to usurp the algorithm. But we are the algorithm because our families got the information. And when you find it, guess what? You'll know exactly what region you got to travel to whenever you get your funds right. Because, I mean, it is COVID. So a lot of things are getting ready to change. But pay attention to everything that's changing around you and even in your family. And I bliss up on that so somebody else can get the mic. Much love.
That's facts on everything you just said. People don't know that they set all this shit up for a reason.
Hell yeah, all this shit is set up for a reason. You just got to follow the breadcrumbs. Like I said, when you follow the breadcrumbs, a true bird can see the trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to have the eyes of the hawk, the ears of the wolf. It's the reason why they say that. That's why they made that cartoon back in the day called Brave Star, because it was a reminder of how they saw us, but put it in another person's face and gave it another identity.
Yep. That's what they doing right, bro. That's what they do with everything. It's just like with Egypt. Like every single thing that you could think of that they glorify in Egypt is all here. Every single thing. Egyptian cotton. That's basically Pima cotton reconstructed into like a different type of cotton, but it's all American. It didn't come from Egypt.
Oh my God.
Then you got the what's that shit called? The dog, Anubis. You got Horus, which is the falcon that comes from North America. It's so much.
They got falcons in Africa, man.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes,
No, they
do,
don't.
bro. Like,
Go look that shit up. That's bullshit. Falcons are only found in North America, bro. Go look that shit up. Go look it up yourself. I just made a post on this, bro. What are you talking about?
So they don't have falcons in Africa, sir?
Go look it up. They're indigenous to Africa.
They literally I literally was just watching something on the what is it, on Netflix about animals, and they show how they fly the falcons around up there in goddamn North Africa.
Did they take them there? Because they're not indigenous to Africa.
Now y'all gonna say they took them there. No, they are. They're from there. They on the Arabian Peninsula and all that. They're all over there, bro. They raise them and all that shit.
It literally says it online, bro. Look online.
Them falcons.
On multiple different websites.
Over there. The falcons was over there. It was taken to be spliced and create a version.
Okay, show the proof. You gotta show the proof, bro.
It says it online,
gotta show the
bro.
proof. I was in the fucking Navy, motherfucker.
It says it online.
I mean, you can curse and argue. Show the.
I don't give a
if you're a scholar, bro, show the proof.
I was in the fucking Arabian Gulf looking at falcons on the back of the fucking missile deck of a patrol coaster because we kept our trash back there.
Yo's brother.
Trash. Them fucking falcons don't look like our falcons.
No, they don't. They look fucking hungry. Them motherfuckers look starving and hungry because they're spliced, bro.
No, you said it wasn't. You said it wasn't falcons over there at all. You're saying there's no falcons over there at all. That's your thing.
No, listen. I just said if there are, they must have been taken over there because they're not over there in large numbers, bro. They're indigenous to America. It's a fact.
How do you know how many falcons there are in
go look
Africa and Arabia?
Look it up online. Go look it up online, bro.
Because Arabia is right there by Kemet. So
what about that dog? What about the Mexican dog though that they worship? Anubis.
Hey, that's the only thing I say y'all have an argument on is that goddamn black ass dog that's roaming around.
That got the mohawk. That got a mohawk. And motherfucking a beard and a mustache and shit.
That motherfucking dog thing.
That motherfucker melanated.
You can't refute them falcons.
Yeah.
Because like we said, I've seen those falcons. I was
not the same.
Operation Iraqi Freedom, Enduring Freedom, back in the early 2000s. I've seen those falcons.
This dude can read online. He can read online. It literally tells you the original falcons. The original falcons come from America, bro. It literally will tell you if you read. This is what you got to do when you reading and you researching. Do not go to one website, bro. You got to cross reference. Go to 8, 9, 10 different websites. You got to literally really research. You got to really research, bro. You're not researching. You just finding one. Nah,
Falcons. Y'all saying Falcons are not over there.
Nah,
y'all done changed the story up about 3 or 4 times, bro.
You press that shit and you be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm going with. You can't do that, bro. You gotta stop that.
How am I got? Talk is over there. They got a whole documentary.
I just said.
They got all
Okay.
type of shit on it, bro.
They
What
got
you
a
talking
lot of
about?
they got a lot of shit in Africa that's not indigenous to Africa.
Next y'all gonna be saying the goddamn Africa ain't indigenous to Africa.
Wait, so
like,
y'all
got this
so is
whole
the
continent of all these
acai
goddamn animals over there.
wait. So the acai the plant, is it indigenous to Africa? I'm just asking. It's over there now, but is it indigenous to Africa?
I don't know. I haven't looked into that plant, so I couldn't even tell you.
It's not. It's something that they just started growing over there recently. Like a lot of their shit, bro. They get a lot of their shit from us.
So on this earth, everything just grew in America and shit. Just every goddamn thing.
Well,
all the shit
we're the first cultivators a lot of the time.
Oh Lord.
Who start growing it because we have the brain capacity to think of it.
This is black supremacy going run amok right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all putting black supremacy.
Wait, I have a question.
On whiteface.
Didn't they say that the Maya and the Olmec created everything? Aren't we still doing that today? We do.
Nobody who came to that consensus that they created everything.
I mean, if you look up online, they damn near say that. They started civilization, they created everything, bro.
Nobody says that. Y'all say that. Most of the consensus in colleges and everything point to Egypt, the Middle East, and all that. When we talk about brick building and all that, now they're going further south down in Africa, around Zimbabwe and all that, and they finding brick structures and everything down there. You know what I'm saying?
So you're using their theories that don't even make sense.
Y'all using their theories. Y'all basically taking their theories and flipping. Y'all taking their theories and flipping it around, bro.
No, you just said it's all in Egypt and Africa and shit. Bruh, there's nothing in Africa now. How the fuck did civilization start there?
You said what do you mean? Egypt, Africa's a continent. Y'all focusing on like it's a damn country.
But there's nothing.
Yes, it is. There's plenty of structures and buildings in Africa. You go from Egypt down to goddamn Sudan. You go to Timbuktu. They got ancient structures all over in that motherfucker, bro. All in North Africa. They got ancient brick structures down there in Zimbabwe, bro. You ever heard of the Great Zimbabwe? They got them there.
This man is tripping.
What are you talking about? Physical structures there.
That university in Mali, that looks like fucking bullshit, bro. You know what I'm talking about. That was supposed to be the great kingdom of Mansa Musa. Bro, that shit garbage. No offense to no Africans, but bro,
you offending yourself. You talking about your ancestors.
Myself.
I mean,
I guess,
when these Native Americans hear y'all talk like this, when these Native Americans hear y'all, they're like, look at these niggas. These niggas hate themselves. There's nothing but self-hate, and y'all masking it like black supremacy, bro.
So Native Americans built all these pyramids.
What, the Native Americans over here? Look, yeah. I don't think brick masonry is something that just sprouts up out of nowhere. You got to learn that shit. It's a skill.
They said that they didn't build that. They said they didn't build it.
I know Mexicans and different people claim they culture proud and they say they built the shit. So I don't know who's saying they didn't.
I don't know no Mexicans that can build anything like that.
You motherfuckers build houses every day. What you talking about?
They're not building houses.
I don't see no niggas building nothing.
That's bullshit. I got family members that built their own homes. That you're tripping.
All these Mexican construction.
You're smoking crack now. You're smoking.
All these Mexicans construction companies.
Go to the south, bro. People building their own homes all the time. What are you talking about?
But if you can't say Mexican ain't building, they motherfuckers building shit out of shit. What are you talking about?
Nah, but I'm talking about melanated people building their homes all the time. Themselves. What are you talking about? That's the most bullshit shit I ever heard in my life that you just said right now. Because you're not cultured. You don't know about your own shit. So you don't know that we build homes still to this day.
I didn't say we couldn't build them.
You just said that.
Shit.
No, you just said. You just said I haven't seen any niggas building anything. You're not seeing it yourself. Mexicans are building these homes, bro, but nah, that's not no.
Hey, I fuck with bro. He was like, nah, nigga, fuck that, nigga. That shit straight trash, nigga. Get the fuck out.
I'm telling you, bro. These niggas, bro. They come here with this bullshit.
I was over here dying laughing when you
come over here with this bullshit, bro. I'm tired of this, bro. I'm not no fucking African, bro. I get very mad when people
That's
call me
self-hate.
African.
That's sad. That's why they be making fun. They be making all these jokes about us and shit.
Africans,
Y'all niggas
bro. Hold
literally,
on, wait.
y'all literally
I hope
claim
my
the
nigga.
other
Wait, just
cultures.
shut up real quick. Hold up real
Yo,
quick. I hope
I
my
mean,
nigga.
shit.
Listen, shut
Them
up, bro.
Egypt,
Shut the
them
fuck up. You sound like you swallowed.
Hey,
Egyptologists
so
Be
bad too,
Cash,
quiet,
let
nigga.
me ask you something,
bro.
Come on,
Cash.
man.
Let me ask you something,
Okay.
Cash. Can I ask you
Nigga,
something,
this
bro?
self-hate shit, nigga.
Can I ask you
Come on.
something, bro? Hey,
Go ahead, go ahead.
Hey, come on, man. One light skinned nigga to another light skinned nigga. Let's have a conversation. You feel me? You ain't gotta feel color coordinated now. You talk to another light skinned nigga, bro. It's all love.
Whoa.
Hey, all right.
Light skinned nigga solidarity.
Right? Peak game, right? Now, let's throw all this history shit the fuck out the window, right? Let's throw out all this contemporary study shit, right? Let's just deal with documentation, right? Now, if I told you I traced both of my sides back and they both stayed right here in America, can you accept that?
I mean, if that's what you're
I'm
gonna
talking
go
about
with,
me.
it's consistent.
I'm speaking on me and my family.
Yeah, but and we spoke about that before.
So why when other people who has a similar story like me congregate and we're speaking about what we're seeing and what we're tracing, why do your African ass come in here and try to make us you?
Because y'all saying every nigga is tracing that shit back. The majority of the niggas ain't tracing that shit back. If you got Native American mixed in with you and your DNA and all that in the family,
Hey, look, bro.
I can accept that part.
Hey, look, peep game, bro. Nigga, I got a full-blooded relative that I directly descend from that was alive doing modern color pictures, nigga. I'm talking about like, nigga, a picture holding my brother in fucking 81. Full blood. Born 1902. From 2 full-blooded parents. And she don't look shit like no Native American, nigga. So that's always been a big issue with me too. Because if my motherfucking great grandma full blood, it's a goddamn problem that she don't look like none of these motherfuckers. That's a problem, bro.
Exactly.
She lived until 1984, bro. She died the year I was born.
Just like the one on this picture.
She raised
my
grandma.
My grandma. Look,
my mama
we did
just like her.
Go ahead. My grandma said that shit too, and we did the goddamn genealogy. We did the genealogy too. Ain't one goddamn Native American pop up.
Cash, we ain't talking about
He
just
lying.
what a motherfucker said, bro. I'm talking about actual
Shut up, I ain't
documentation.
lying, nigga.
Hey, look, bro. I'm talking about family records, but even with the system records, bro, we even got that. It ain't that many. I keep it a buck. Technically, nigga, I'm first generation. You know, as far as tracing through my mom, nigga, me and my brother is basically first generation in this system. Even though we got some uncles and aunties that was in it, and I guess we'll fall second to them. So, nigga, technically, nigga, I'm first, second generation in this system, nigga. And I was born in 84. They don't even have a lot of shit on my family, nigga, except for land census surveys. We never even fuck with them. We ain't fuck with none of them fake ass. We ain't fuck with none of these governmental tribes doing backdoor dealings with this motherfucking government either. So we basically just kind of got absorbed in. Like my great grandma, bro, she on land census surveys, but she don't pop up in the system on her own until 68 when she filed for Social Security.
Okay, so if these Native Americans are popping up in your family, this is my thing.
Nah, bro, I'm talking about direct lineage, bro. You not hearing what I'm saying, bro. I'm talking about direct
but
lineage.
I wouldn't doubt you. If you found some actual Native Americans in your family and it's tracing the tribe back.
Them. Like, no, bro, they still alive to this day, though. Like, you know how, like, I hear when y'all talk about people who go back to a full-blood relative in the 1800s. I'm trying to tell you about one that lived until 1984, and she had children that are still alive to this motherfucking day. And they had other family members that descend from them too, cousins and aunties that's still alive to this day. Like in
and what tribe are
Chicago
they
and
from?
Mississippi. So I'm not saying that I trace, nigga. I'm looking at these motherfuckers along with the trace, and it's matching up exactly what the fuck they've been saying.
Mississippi is that spot where what are they for the Matilda sale too?
Well,
and Last of the Slaves was Matilda where they found Cujo the slave.
That's Alabama, nigga.
That's Alabama, okay.
And nigga, that's a folklore, nigga.
That's not a folklore. They did
anthropologists backing that shit, bro. Ain't no documentation of no disregard or no embark, no type of cargo manifesto, not even a fucking ship, nigga. You not finna pull no piece of wood up out of the river and just put a name of a ship on it because it sound nice with a story.
Don't ships rot? Don't wood rot like over time?
Nigga, look, this is what I'm saying, bro.
How long does it take the wood
I'm
to rot?
just saying it like this, bro. Like peep game, right? Say I find a gun, say I find a cowboy gun and walk in the store and be like, man, this is Jesse James' gun because it got this story behind it. It gonna sound nice, but they're gonna ask me for actual factual evidence before they accept that. So you're not gonna pull out a piece of wood from the water that don't say Clotilda or nothing, or at least some type of fucking documentation that was found next to it that got Clotilda on it, and just tell me, hey, look at this piece of wood, I found it. It's Clotilda, and I'm gonna give you the story behind it. That evidence ain't fucking factual, dog.
Bro, they interviewed people that were former slaves and everything dealing with that. It wasn't just, oh yeah, we pulled this out of hat. It was interviews. A lot of
wait.
Hey, look at how many motherfuckers was really, but even in that story, bro, everybody that was a part of that so-called story wasn't even classified as no motherfucking African, bro. It was only certain ones. So who the fuck was these other niggas?
People that were already enslaved there before the motherfucking slaves, the African slaves came over. You ever seen with the Part 1 Roots when they kept calling Toby the Guinea Man?
Hey, look, bro, you keep trying to go to contemporary, and I said I wanted to deal with shit that we actually see in our everyday life, bro. Like, I gave you, I ain't giving you contemporary. I ain't coming here with you with no Ancestry.com records, nigga. Like, nigga, my auntie still hold these Bibles that got genealogical records of my whole family.
Yeah, but y'all, and then the thing is, y'all just focus on North America. Y'all don't focus on the Caribbean. Y'all don't focus on South America. Then I bring you that proof.
I mean, what you mean? Where I'm from, we got heavy ties. Hold on, bro. We got heavy ties with the Haitians, bro. They got a town them fucking right between on the border of Haiti and Dominican Republic called Americano. That's full of motherfuckers that migrated from motherfucking North America first in the Northeast, but then some down in Mississippi as well too. So
they also go by they also look. Hold on, let me tell you one thing about Haiti. In the voodoo system, they also go by the nations that they came from too. So within voodoo, you got the Igbo nation, you got the Barbada nation. You got the they call them the Nago. They didn't call them Europe, but then they called them the Nago. That Yoruba came later. They got it there.
Voodoo shit, bro. Peep game.
No, because that's anthropological language.
Bro, hold on one second, Cash. Let's deal with this voodoo shit, because it's a lot of things y'all like to skip past, right? The first known practice of this is found in the Americas. The most geographic location of it being found is in the Americas. But y'all want to give it to Africa that's only being practiced in a certain area where you can also prove and show niggas from over here migrating into that area in the early 1800s.
Mm-hmm. So like slavery, the slave boats didn't exist, but somehow these people that got voodoo and Santeria.
That, bro. When you brought up the Clotilda story, this is what I'm saying, bro. I never said boats don't exist, bro. What I said was they pulled a piece of wood out the water.
I wasn't saying that.
Right. So what I'm saying, bro, if it has some evidence behind it, bro, I gotta accept that shit. Like, say they found
the evidence is in all the cultures, bro. Like, you can go to Jamaica right now in St. John. They got a tradition
Bro, I know a lot of Jamaicans that say they from here and they don't come from Africa too.
Yeah, exactly. Go to St. John, the St. John's Parish where they practice kumina. In practice Kumi
All right,
now, they
but bro,
still speak and
you
they
keep
still speak
trying
in
to.
Chicago.
But
I can
look,
give
bro,
you
this
the
is
send
what
you the
you doing,
YouTube
bro.
video of them speaking in Chicago.
Before we start conversing with each other, I said some specific shit. I said, let's not deal with contemporary history. Let's deal with ourselves. And I brought up the fact about what I see in my family still to this day, that I don't have to go all the way to the 1800s and the 1700s to find anything. Nigga, I find my shit right here in the 1900s, and it's still passing on in the 2000s, niggas, through my family still to this day.
But you never told me their Native American traditions and anything. You just say that people
I mean,
are
but
alive
bro,
and all
first
that.
off, bro, you keep calling me a Native American. I don't subscribe to that shit,
But
bro.
you know
That's a
what I'm
modern term,
It's
bro.
English,
Hey,
bro. Aboriginal.
look, bro. Let's get
Okay,
started.
Aboriginal.
Hold on,
Aboriginal
bro.
American.
All right, look,
Aboriginal
bro.
American. Look.
Let's just do this, bro. We're gonna call me a Mississippi. All right, I'm a Mississippi. That's cool.
Cool.
All right. So let me tell you our tradition and shit, right? Up until when my grandma moved to the city and got fucking all amalgamated into the city life, like you know a lot of our people did from the South. I still got family that sharecrop on our land. We are farmers and cultivators and shit. We still make traditional dishes that's from that region, along with shit like turtle soup. You feel me? Crawfish balls. You feel me? Cornbread. I mean, I can just keep going on and on, naming individual things that we still do to this day that is known for that culture in that region. You feel me? I had hella fucking tailors and shit in my fucking family and shit.
You said Taylor's?
Yeah, Taylors. Not like the last name, like
No,
actual
like
knitting, clothes
Taylor's.
making.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mississippi and Alabama, right?
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Like my
that's-
grandmother's father was a famous hat maker in the Delta region of Belzona, Mississippi. Motherfucker used to cross the river just to come get a hat and a suit from this nigga.
That's like my family, brother.
So
They had us make. You know they had us making their clothes back in slavery.
Man, look,
I just told you,
bro. And on top of that, let me also.
His grandfather wasn't doing
I traced
he wasn't no
slave
slave.
roles.
No,
I haven't found the ancestor, but guess what? Tracing these land census surveys, I seen some shit that I didn't like. One of my relatives had some inferior children on his motherfucking land census survey. The only problem is you had a 30-year-old fucking woman being called an inferior child. So I went back and searched what that mean in that time. Either means that they adopted some kids, but it was also a term that was used on land census surveys to cover up some of their indentured servants that they had to bypass paying these taxes. They wasn't part of our family, but they was out there. But her motherfucking occupation was listed as a fucking farmer on that land under his motherfucking supervision. So with that being said, he had some servants on his land working his field.
Yep. Damn, bro, that sounds like true, brother. That sounds like my grandpa. That's just like with my grandfather. Same shit. He had servants. And wait, hold on, bro. Let me finish, bro. Like you keep saying shit, bro. Like let us finish what we got to say, and then you can speak. And on my Maxwell side, they was Taylors. That's why I'm like, that shit's crazy. But I'm like, most of us, bro, we own motherfucking slaves. So
everybody in my family still fish these
Stop telling that lie, man.
We still know these water. We still know these waterways, the proper spots to go fish at, the hunting spots, all that shit. I grew up hunting and fishing in Mississippi.
This man,
your family moved to Chicago too?
This man said we didn't have slaves.
Yeah, I mean, but we got family that's just always been up there. Like my grandfather and shit, he's still alive. His mother is a descendant of the Northern Cherokees and shit. They got land in Michigan, in Southwest Michigan, 20 minutes south of Kalamazoo. The farm's still there.
Yeah, about a couple hours away from them.
Yeah,
a couple hours away.
Yeah, I know, bro. That's what
they
I'm
got
saying.
land up in. They still. I tell people to go support. Try to go up to Idlewild because you got Idlewild. You got that land that's still. They've been trying to do stuff up there, like had jazz festivals and art shows and all that up there because it's still like black owned and black ran. But people don't know Idlewild was based on the actual Idlewild of Michigan. So the doctors and lawyers that was in Detroit, Chicago, Milwaukee, you know, Cleveland. This was our resort, you know what I'm saying, that we all went to or whatnot. But people don't realize that land is still there. Like niggas up there in Cadillac, Michigan and all that shit. That shit
Think
up
about
north.
this, King Cash, bro. In the 1800s and the 1900s, bro, the niggas ran Chicago. When
Yeah,
they
you
tell
hearing
you
all.
shit like the Italians migrated to Chicago, no, they ass went to Rockford and then migrated south into Chicago with a lot of shit that was going on. That whole Chicago fire shit was to cover up a lot of bullshit that was going on, but still, even up into the 1940s and 50s, nigga, we ran Chicago, nigga.
Facts.
Same way how y'all ran Detroit. The same way how our brothers and shit ran Cincinnati, that
Black
whole
Wall
Ohio
Street.
region, every major
Mm-hmm.
city, every motherfucking waterway, major motherfucking docking port. You find our people there. We was the largest fucking population, nigga. We ran that shit, nigga.
Why they didn't?
The Democrats came and asked niggas to switch Democrats because of the
Yeah, niggas
bullshit
was
that we
Republicans.
Republicans was on. So they came to the niggas, bro. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of this shit that they've been feeding us don't fucking add up, bro. Like how they
Bullshit.
tell us we were slaves, but when you start looking in these census records, especially in some of the most slavingest fucking state, you seeing right after slavery, the niggas own all the land. How the fuck that happened? How the fuck did that happen?
Niggas with some bad motherfuckers. We gotta
So them
we
niggas
gotta
came
say
out,
them
bro. We
niggas ain't
shit
bad
them out.
motherfuckers.
So they
Come
was
on, man.
bad, but they
Stop
couldn't
playing,
stop
blood.
themselves from being enslaved for 400 years, my nigga.
That don't even make sense.
Shannon,
Make
your
that make
bitch ass
sense,
got my
Cash.
picture and shit up with
They
your
were
gay ass
so
nigga.
bad. They
Stalking
were
ass
so
nigga.
bad. They were so bad, but they couldn't stop slavery.
Bro,
Huh?
I didn't even know
That
that
nigga
was
look like
Jay
a
Shine, bro.
fake.
That's my nigga, bro.
That nigga look like
What's
a
good,
fake
Truth?
Ice Well
My
Blade.
nigga
What's
Jay
good at y'all
Shine,
to
bro.
this?
What's up with my nigga, bro?
No, this nigga his gay ass been stalking my page all
Nah,
night with his
that
little
ain't
fruity
gay, bro.
ass.
That shit funny as fuck, bro.
Yo, gay ass nigga.
Hey, don't
Nigga,
get
you
He
the
said
mad
he
if
was
you.
gonna come up to Detroit. He said
Anyway,
he's gonna come up to Detroit about a month ago and do so. This nigga
yeah,
ain't
nigga
showed
with
up
my
yet.
old get ran that
He
way. I'm
talking
not gonna
about,
lie.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
bring
man,
a
who the fuck are
gun.
you, dude?
I was like, no,
What the fuck?
nigga,
I
come
drive
throw them
trucks.
hands, nigga.
Oh, this
I
nigga
drive
over here
trucks. I come
snitching.
with
Didn't
my
nobody
time,
say
dude.
all
Come
that,
throw
But
bro.
them.
anyway,
Nigga
I
over here
came up
trying
here
to
First
to
of all,
ask
dry
you a
nigga talking
question.
snitch.
about shoot me
I
and
came up
shit.
here
You
to
Nigga,
trying
I
ask
to
you a
said throw
dry
them
question,
hands.
snitch?
Cash.
Nobody
I came
said
up here
that.
to
You
ask you a
dry
question,
snitching,
Cash.
sir.
I ain't about to do all
Nobody
that
dry
that rah
snitching,
rah
bro.
shit online, dude.
That nigga was talking all
You
that shit.
said
I gave
your
my
grandma.
address.
You
I
said your
gave
grandma
my
told
address.
you
This
that you was
nigga
an
ain't show
Indian.
up yet.
Okay, Cash.
I'm
Okay,
in
radio.
Grand Rapids,
You
nigga.
just
Hey,
talk
Radio.
too
Cass,
much.
come on, man. Let's
Okay,
not even take
radio.
it there, man. Let's just
Okay,
stick to
radio.
the information, bro.
Okay, radio. All right, Cash. You say your grandma told you that you was a American, bro. Cash, you get me? Radio.
Your mic muted, Cass. What's up, bro? You there?
I'm in the truth.
What's up, man? You don't want to ask bro? You don't want to deal with bro,
He
man?
Bro,
ignoring
this
him. He
nigga in
ignoring
his
him like a little
feelings.
ass kid.
Look, this nigga in his feelings, but he inboxed me every day on Instagram some stupid shit. Now he want to act tough on the panel. I
Come on,
can't
Cass.
stand these
Don't be
niggas,
like
man.
that, bro.
That's
Look at how
corny, bro.
many fucked up ass
But
arguments
that's
niggas
like a little
had on here,
8-year-old,
bro.
bro.
Like, nah, man. Don't be like that, bro.
That nigga spam my IG inbox every fucking day, bro. Every day. Now he mad. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Hey, why 8-year-olds be doing shit
Hey,
like that, though?
Cash, your grandma told you y'all was Indian. Hey,
Man.
Cass, what's up, bro? This truth, man. Your grandma told you was Indian, bro. On some real shit, man. I ain't even on no funny shit. Come on, man. Don't be on that shit.
That nigga tapped out.
Don't be on that. That's that light skin shit right there, man. You got that black ass nigga on that screen and you acting just like motherfucking bro got your picture up, man. Real light skin, bro. You making us look bad,
Cash, you want me to change the picture, bro? Alright, I'll change it. Hold on, bro.
man. Come on, man. You can't be in your feelings like that, bro. We men, bro. Like, nigga, we talk shit, man. Come on. This shit ain't real. This the internet, man. Ain't nobody pulling up on no motherfucking body,
Africans are sensitive, bro.
man. He got radio next to him.
Bro, that's King Cash.
Cash, you ain't gonna ask the question, bro. Your grandma told you was Indian, bro. Come on, man. We both from the Midwest. You gotta at least give me some Midwest love, bro. I'm from Michigan too, nigga.
I ain't gonna
Before I
lie.
came to California, I was on the farm in Michigan and shit, man. What's up? I listen to Babyface Ray, Peasy, Baby Smooth, all them niggas and shit, nigga. Icewear Veso, man. What's up, nigga?
My nigga
Six
Masa,
Bank.
my nigga Masanigo would literally laugh at this nigga because all of this African shit this nigga speaking. He would just laugh at this nigga JT the bigger figure. He was like, bruh, how the fuck JT the bigger figure moved from California to Africa and he think he Kenyan? And this
Man, I
nigga
don't
start
know, man.
laughing.
That nigga look African, bro.
He
Who?
do.
Who?
He do.
JT, I
JT
ain't
the
gonna
bigger
lie. He
figure?
kind of look African to me, bro.
What?
I seen them over there, bro. He was.
Whoa. You gotta really look at his phenotype. That nigga got a aboriginal phenotype. His nose start from like the top of the bridge of his that nigga got like he got a phenotype like ours. He got the high cheekbones, the brownish red skin, that big ass head. They got them little tiny ass heads. Our heads is kind of
Man,
long.
fuck that, bro. Look, man.
Bro, what are you talking about? Our heads is long. What are
to
you talking
start
about,
doing
man?
this right here, bro. If a nigga tell us he
I'm
African,
about
we gonna
tired of
say,
your
nigga,
ass,
you
Cass.
right, bro.
Look, because you look at them goddamn. Look
I'm gonna
at
be
them
real with you.
goddamn.
JT the bigger figure trying to get money. That's why he doing that. I think. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
oh
real.
God, bro. It's some Africans online
that-
that be talking about him and some other niggas from America
Yeah.
that's over there doing that land scam shit.
Cause that nigga,
Man.
bro, look, if you
They be
line
on
his
there
face
talking
up,
big shit. They be
I'm
like,
telling you.
look at these guys, the black Americans. They come over here and they confuse the people, and not knowing that it's more people that own the land more than just one people, and then people get their money, and then they say that the Africans scammed them, and it's these black Americans.
Fuck.
Hey, Cash, your grandma told you was Indian?
Yeah, he said that shit, man.
So why you
Great
didn't
grandma.
follow up? Why
Because
instead
we
you
did
ain't
the genealogy. See, that's the thing.
No, you
y'all
did DNA
fail.
test.
No,
You did DNA test.
Shut your mouth saying I did it then. We did the genealogy too. My uncle did the whole genealogy. It ain't one nigga with a feather
How
in
you
that
do it?
motherfucker. It's some
How'd you
Scottish
do it?
motherfuckers.
Can I ask you
And
how
there's
you did your
some white
genealogy,
motherfuckers.
bro? Did y'all?
They did it.
Let me ask you something, Cass. Was the genealogy done with the DNA test where they gave you a DNA test results with the genealogy?
Yeah, but the markers also match up. But these people we found out these people were actually akin to us. We found cousins in New York. We found cousins in St. Louis, all over the motherfucking country. Cousins in California.
How many
Then they linked back to motherfuckers.
How many Africans?
Well, the one African I told you about, Ibrahim Ibn Suri, the one that was was taken as a slave in Mississippi, he popped up, and that was going through the foster. He started a lot of the people that got the foster last name. He was one of the people because he was that got foster.
Cass, hold on, Cass. You going back and continue. Look, P game, bro. You told us about these cousins that you found alive still to this day in New York and St. Louis, all over the map.
Yeah, we got it. We on the Facebook group and everything.
Did you find one that's alive over in Africa today?
Yeah, my uncle. I don't know. He might possibly in Cape Verde and shit. I gotta call him that.
Come on, Cass. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna break this down.
He got his dual look. He got his dual citizenship. He got his dual citizenship in
did he get dual citizenship
and I can go get it
from
too.
America to Cape Verde or from Cape Verde to America?
Well, he flew from Cape Verde to Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone, they gave him the dual citizenship.
Let me go a better question. Was he born in America or was he born in Africa?
He was born here in Detroit.
He was born here in Detroit. Was his parents born here in America?
Yeah.
And their parents was born here in America.
Just like white people's parents was born here.
All right. So once again, bro, let's keep this plain and simple. You just proudly stated how they showed you in that one section that I know what you're talking about. These cousins and relatives that you are definitely relatives to that are alive to this day. That you found them in New York, St. Louis, all over the country.
Puerto Rico.
Right? All over the country. So I asked
one
you,
in Puerto Rico.
I asked you, did you find one family member that you did not know or know about that's alive today in Africa? I don't want to talk about a relative that was born in America that went into Africa. I want to know did they connect?
No, I'm gonna hit him up and ask him about that. I'm gonna hit him up and ask him about that. So. I know about the cousins I talked to online that's in New York that we found like through DNA testing and genealogy, you know, being kin to us on our grandfather's side, which is my uncle's father. So that came out to be true.
I'm gonna be honest though, all they could, bruh, they could easily act like they're using your DNA test and fucking say, okay, we found these cousins here in America, all through your genealogy because they got your information. Cause you said you did that shit through DNA. How the fuck?
DNA, genealogy, all of it's all linked in, bro.
Man, y'all
Nah,
ain't
but
do no genealogy,
This
bro.
nigga
They
cap.
gave you the
The
record.
niggas, the motherfuckers we found with these
who the
motherfucking
fuck
English
finds their
last names
cousins
was
through
fucking white
DNA,
people.
bruh? But who the fuck finds their cousins through
Why
DNA?
don't you try it?
I've
Try
never
it.
heard of that. I've never heard of
Try
that.
it.
No, look,
I'm
peep
not.
game, bro.
Try
Peep
it,
game.
bro.
Hold on.
Exactly. So you can't disprove it.
Hold
You
on.
don't work in
We gotta
genetics.
be
You can't
honest
disprove
about.
it, bro.
Hold on, we gotta be honest about some shit, right? That if they got a DNA sample of an actual family member of you, and you submit a sample, they're going to be able to match that shit. It ain't no way around it. But that's why that nigga don't want to ask that question about the damn African ancestor that's alive today. Because he
I
know
said
he ain't proud.
Ibn Sirri.
Look, he was proudly speaking about how they got family in New York, St. Louis, all over the country. But soon as we asked him about that one family member in Africa, he tried to trick us with a nigga that was born in America that think he African. And then he don't know now. But he knew about all these other people, but he ain't see the African. Come on, bro. He know what time it is.
Bro,
Yep,
that's
and then you
like
want to get us to
saying,
do that DNA test, nigga.
are
Come
you gonna
on,
use
bruh.
that same? You gonna use that same thing about white people? The same argument white people that
Boy, y'all niggas
that
hate y'all
was
grandmas.
from
Y'all
over
should be
here.
ashamed of yourselves, boy.
What you
Nobody
mean?
hate that.
What
Nigga, you
argument
hate
on white people?
yourself. You's a black ass nigga and you hate your
Y'all
goddamn self.
niggas
Shut
hate
up,
women.
man.
You hate women,
You
dude.
hate women. You
You
always
hate your
saying
fucking
that
grandma.
shit, nigga.
You hate your grandma,
You
dude.
had a Confederate flag as your
Yeah.
thing. You
Yep,
be saying
yep.
all this cool shit. Get that shit
Sure
out of
do.
here, man.
I fly
Fuck
the
do.
Confederate. I do. I fly that flag.
Nigga,
But it's
you
not the
hate your
Confederate
goddamn
flag
answer.
though.
These
It
motherfuckers
ain't the
try to keep us
Confederate
in
flag though.
slavery.
Nigga, that's not the
Nigga, my
See,
Confederate
this is my
flag though.
thing.
my ancestors were POWs. They wasn't no slaves.
Not the
If
Confederate flag.
anything, nigga, they was the Confederates. The fuck is
They
you
were trying to
talking
keep
about?
the niggas in slavery. They're like, hey, boss,
Dumbass
no,
nigga.
you want to stay, man. We want to stay. We don't want to leave the
Man,
plantation.
Kaz, man, won't you put the light skinned man
That
up there,
flag is
man?
deeper than
Show
that.
representation of yourself.
Now that man that's on there, that represents the African slave. Ty
But you don't
Jose.
look like him though, bro.
Okay, well the nigga's a painting. You know what I'm saying? You know he's a painting. He's a painting. You know.
You look kind of Papua New Guinean.
Won't you
You
put
look
up a picture
Aboriginal.
of your actual ancestor, bro?
You ever seen the? I compare myself. I put a Fulani picture up that look just like me. I didn't even see
So
them. I
you
look
gonna
just like
show
them niggas.
honor and respect and proudly proclaim a motherfucker you don't even know over somebody that's a direct bloodline relative that's responsible for your ass breathing today, nigga?
What I claim my grandma, I claim everybody. What you talking about?
So why you ain't got one of their pictures up?
Because that's a painting. That's not an actual person, bro. That's a painting.
Okay. The fuck? That's your answer?
You don't get it, man.
I'm telling y'all,
American
that
language,
radio,
bro.
hey, that radio picture right there, it perfectly defines you, bro. Because you act
What
so
tribe
fucking
you
slow,
from?
bro. Don't ask me that, bro. I
What time
told
you
you
from,
multiple
bro?
times, bro.
Who you talking
I have
to?
multiple tribes
Oh
in
yeah,
my
because you
bloodline,
said,
bro.
you talking about you Puerto Rican. You niggas like
I'm
every
not no
goddamn
fucking Puerto
thing.
Rican, nigga. That don't exist. That's not real. I'm Arawak. I got
Bro, it's on the map.
Arawak
It
blood.
exists, sir.
No, it don't. That's a fake ass name.
Stop
It
playing the
has nothing to do.
wordplay and
It's
against
not a rich
reality.
port. It's not a rich port. Fuck they oh no, fuck all
So
that
it's a
shit.
foreign port?
No, but they ain't got nothing to do with that shit, bro. Fuck all that. Borican Island, bro. That's Arawak shit, nigga.
So
Don't know
can
nothing
you
about
speak your
that.
Arawakian language?
Where about that?
Can you
So
speak your
what tribe you
Arawakian
from?
language?
I'm not full Arawak, bro.
What are the
Arawak, nigga.
traditions of the
Hey, what
Arawak?
tribe you from, bro?
Arawak in my blood, bro. I told you that. I'm Shatta. I'm Aniawaya. Tony Blackfoot. But I got all types of shit. Muskoka.
Oh, if you're a Blackfoot, so your
Because I got
family lived in
multiple. I
Montana
got
and
multiple
Canada.
ancestors, bro.
You know the
What the
Blackfoot
fuck?
is up in,
Hold on. Those
in
are the black
Canada and
feet. Those are the
Montana,
black
bro.
feet. Those are the black feet. Those are the black feet. The real
Hey,
Blackfoot come from
hey,
the
guess
south,
Oh, it's
what
bro.
not the
though? Hey,
Blackfoot.
P gang,
It's the
hey,
Blackfoot
Blackfoot.
come from
hey,
the
hey,
south,
White
bro.
Jesus. Hold
Oh
on. Hey, White Jesus,
Learn your
guess what?
history.
Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me
Nigga
let,
split
let,
those
let,
ways.
let me rock with him 1 second. Hey, guess what,
My
White
bad,
Jesus?
brother.
No, you good, bro. Hey, White Jesus, guess what?
What's up?
Hey, I did a genetic studies too, right? And not only am I connected with the North American Indian, Aboriginal, but I'm also connected with the Mayan, the Olmec, the Aztec, and the Egyptian, nigga. I'm genetically connected to royal bloodline, nigga. Did your DNA test tell you that?
Yep, Ibrahim Suri was a prince.
You
He was
want
a
to know
prince.
how? You
The
want to know how? You want? Hey,
Balanta tribe
guess
come
what?
from Egypt.
Guess what? Nigga, I'm genetically connected back to the original people. Look at my light skinned ass, nigga. You would think I'd be black than a motherfucker, but it's a lot of us that is
Well,
dark
that's
than a
not true. Look
motherfucker.
at the Fulani. The Fulani the same
But
color as
look,
me with the pointy
hey,
ass
P game though.
noses.
Hey, P game though. I'm connected to all these ancient civilizations and the original people based on genetics. You want to know how?
How's that?
You want to know how?
Yeah, I want to know how.
Because everybody in my family is a carrier of the sickle cell trait.
Which they carry that same trait in Africa, bro.
No, they don't. That's why they get malaria.
Hold on 1 second.
No, they actually got it because the malaria is heavy over there.
Hold on 1 second, bro. I give you that there is an area in Africa where you find it at too, but not all of Africa. It's only in a specific location.
Bro, this shit is all over Africa, bro.
No,
I mean,
bro. You want
West Africa. Let me say this, West Africa. I ain't gonna say North Africa. I ain't gonna say North Africa.
I wouldn't say East Africa either, nigga. Cause it's only one area that it ran through with them, and that'll just be the original Egyptians, the ones that migrated there, not the one from the land. The ones that came there and built them pyramids and shit you like to talk about.
No, y'all in love with them damn pyramids. And that's the thing, y'all love with the builders and the structures and the brick. Some beautiful brick
I mean,
masonry and
because
stuff
it's
like
in my
that.
blood.
You know?
Of course, when I look at the Great American Pyramids, and then I see my relatives shit over there in Egypt and shit, and then I see the shit down in Cambodia and shit. You know, not them people that's in those areas today, but the original ones that went
Well,
there
the
and built that
Cambodians are
shit.
dark.
Yeah,
The
I feel
Cambodians
great.
dark. They're not light-skinned motherfuckers.
Pride. I feel great pride knowing I descend from people that build such great structures and monuments all over this fucking planet. That not only in my direct bloodline, but my cousins, my blood cousins, my genetic connected cousins, and maybe even uncles and shit, aunties and shit. You know, we was worldwide building gang of shit. And the thing is, I know where the origins of that shit come from, though. And I'm still learning, nigga.
But
Do
y'all
your
still ain't
DNA
explaining to
test
me
tell you
with
that?
voodoo. Y'all still ain't explaining to me with voodoo and
You still ain't
and
explained to me why you find it mostly in America and you find the oldest written literature of it being practiced only in America, not Africa.
That's not true, man.
That
All the
is true.
literature direct to Africa, like the
No,
deity
all the literature.
Ursula, they got
When you start
one
getting
of the
into
deities, Ursula, got a lake
when you
and
start
river
getting
named
into
after
an
her
actual
in West Africa, in
when you
Dahomey.
start getting into an actual written document about somebody speaking about, you know, these so-called writers of history now, stumbling on somebody practicing that shit was in the Americas. What they did was try to play the similarity games and give it to a motherfucker. But that shit from over here too, nigga. It's not.
Bro,
But
how
at
did
the,
they
but at
trick
the end
the?
of
How
the
did they
day,
trick?
that's like really, really at the end of the day, it's like what playing the which came first, the chicken or the egg. Because in spiritual system and shit worldwide, you gonna always find similarities and shit. Just to keep it above.
But similarities in language, though. Now, similarities is
Okay,
one
look.
thing.
Hey, Cass,
Language is another
let
thing,
me
bro.
explain something to you just real quick. This is the easiest way for you to know that all of this shit, like you try to say that it's some black supremacy shit when I say everything came from us, but just look at everything. Look at
But
every
came from
fucking
us
thing.
in Africa, not came from us in America, sir.
Wait.
Nigga,
Okay, look,
we
let me
going
Where the
finish.
further than that,
Wait,
bro.
pyramids at in West
let me
Africa?
finish.
Y'all on
Let
the
me
wrong
finish. Let me
landmass.
finish,
Where
Cass.
It's like
is
Let
the
me
you doing
finish,
that,
Cass.
pyramids at in West Africa? Where are the
I'm just
pyramids in West Africa?
he's giving me a headache. What about rap and fucking R
No,
and
fuck
B?
that. No, no, no,
Come on,
no,
that's
no, no,
subculture
no.
shit,
Don't give
bro.
them no escape route. Where's the
Rapping is that's
pyramids?
subculture shit.
Where the pyramids
Son,
at in West Africa? Where the
none,
pyramids at, sir, in West Africa?
zero.
Most of the pyramids in East Africa. Well, no,
But
it
but
is.
but
why
but
they
but
ain't in
West
North
Stop.
Africa
African
then?
and
Let me
East
stop
Africans
there.
is not the same people though.
They do
No, no,
have
no, bro.
pyramids in the
We're
Canary
not
No,
gonna
they
Islands.
play
There's
don't.
no,
pyramids in the
no,
Canary
no.
Islands, bro.
Hold on, black,
Pyramids
white
in the Canary
Jesus.
Islands.
That's
We're not gonna
Spain,
play
bro.
this. We're not gonna play this game, bro. All of Africa is not the same. East African and West Africans are two differently motherfucking complete
He
people.
said the Canary Islands.
Bro, do you know about the Bantu
No, bro.
expansion? Do you know about the Bantu expansion? Do you know that they speak the same language
Man, the
in the
Bantus is
Swahili
not no
Coast
motherfucking Egyptians.
and
Nigga, get the
Congo?
fuck out of here, bro.
You know what Quinda? You know what Quinda means in
So you mean to tell
Congo?
me they built? You mean to tell me they had a fucking hunger and ego to build great shit? Every different pharaoh that
Bro,
came
y'all in
alive,
love
and
with
they
bricks
didn't go
and
and take that
buildings and
shit
shit.
with
It's
them
more to
somewhere
culture
else.
than just that, bro. It's
Come on,
more to
man, stop
culture. You
playing,
got
man.
you got
Hey, nigga,
stories, you got
why ain't that
dance,
shit built where the
you
fuck
got
they at now,
music.
bro?
Wait,
Why
he,
isn't it built? Hey,
Y'all
look,
don't have
what? Hey,
that.
look,
Y'all
where
just
the
saying
fuck
y'all
they at
Indian.
right now, bro? They had adamant amount of time with no European fucking distraction to rebuild that shit again. Where the fuck they at, and they did. Why
yeah.
didn't they do it if they are these
And this
same?
my thing. If they didn't
Nah,
Wait,
man, get the
build
fuck
it,
out of
because
here.
everywhere
Man,
did you
stop
hear
doesn't
what
deflating.
Cass
require
just
Answer
big
the
said?
ass
fucking
fucking
question.
Hey, did y'all
pyramids.
hear what he just said? Did y'all hear what Cass just said? He was like, "Well, it's about music and band and this and that." Yeah, let's talk about that. You want to talk about that? Instruments and
Man, ain't nobody
music
trying
and
to listen to that
bruh,
African
all of
Bro,
shit,
that
man.
shit
That's
came
culture
from
Indian
over
culture
shit.
has
here, bro.
spiritual
It didn't come
significance
from
to
Africa.
everything in these cultures.
There's
If
nothing
I
that
talk
came from,
to if I talk
bruh.
to a person
They
that's
don't even
Navajo right
sing.
now that's
They don't
thorough in their
sing, bro.
culture,
Hey,
they
King
can
Hey,
Cash.
tell
King
hey,
me they
Cash.
can tell me
King
Africans
Cash.
about their
can't
King
culture.
Cash.
sing,
King
bro.
You
Cash.
speaking
King
everything
Cash.
in English, bro.
If a fucking African came over
Can't
here, they
sing.
start acting like us, my nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
Hey,
They
They
can't
hey,
fuck
sing.
let me,
sing,
hey,
bro.
let me tell you why we'll start speaking in English. It's the Navajo language original to America.
Yes.
All right, that's a goddamn lie. All right, now P
Yes it
game,
is.
right?
Hell no.
All right,
How's
and I'm
that
gonna
a
tell
lie?
you, hold on, bro. I ain't just gonna say you a lie just to say you a fucking lie, bro. I got the evidence to back it.
Japanese,
I did a whole fucking build on this about the only world
Asian
renowned
linguistics.
accepted linguistic comparison accepted worldwide that showed that the
Hey,
Navajo language, which is called the Na language, which
Danae.
all them plain hold on, bro, that
My
all
bad,
them
brother.
plain Indians speak. Also, them fucking Inuits and Eloites up there,
Yep.
motherfucking Alaska as well too. They speak this language. This language and culture descend from what is called the Yemenese language. The reason why they
But you said
call
it was
it
from Siberia,
hold
right?
on. The reason why they
Mm-mm.
call it the Yemenese language is because the language and culture originates from the Yemenese river. So the Navajo language and culture is not originally from America. It was
Fact.
bought here from that region.
So where's the Yemenese River at?
It's in South Central Eastern. Is they say South Central and is also partly east of motherfucking Siberia. Yeah.
Okay. So the Siberians got here before most of you niggas. All
Bro,
right,
you a
that's
fucking
all right,
dumbass.
okay.
Shut up, bro. Shut the
TPs,
fuck up.
So
TPs.
let me ask you something, bro.
Shut your gay ass up,
Why
Sam.
don't we find all these? You gotta think about it. They destroyed all the North American mounds, right? But it's still a lot of motherfucking pyramids and shit in South America and Central America. Matter of fact, they just discovered that hundreds, if not thousands, have been undiscovered due to this new sonar radar that they use now to scan the fucking forest and shit, and hundreds of it had popped up. Why haven't we seen these people build this shit? Why was when they was so-called found, they was found in teepees?
Exactly.
All of them weren't found in teepees. You talking about Plains Indians and all that.
All right,
We
so
was
which
doing it
ones
wrong.
wasn't found in teepees?
Navajos didn't live in teepees, bro.
So what they live in?
They lived in, what was it, adobes and all that shit. They didn't live in no teepees.
All right, first off, bro,
They didn't live
the pictures that they then took and presented to the world of the Navajos when they started trying to motherfucking promote this certain image was they ass living in teepees.
True. I know what he's talking about.
No, that's not true. The Plains Indians were the ones in the teepees,
brother,
bro.
brother. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about these igloo looking shits that got fucking, what's that shit called? It got like hay and shit on it.
No, that's up in the north. That'll be
teepee.
with the Eskimos and the Inuits.
No. This
So
shit
you
that
out
I'm
of
talking
you
about.
out of
Nah,
there
just
with the
listen.
knowledge.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Fucking white Jesus. Just hear me out. It looks like a fucking igloo, but it got hay and dirt and all of that. It resembles the igloo.
Oh yeah, the Telewits make they teepees the same way too.
In Arizona and shit.
And they descend from that.
The teepee is made with skin and different things.
I don't know what the
bro.
fuck
It's
they're
not
called,
made.
but bruh. Nah, bro, they got something that looks like that shit, bro. All of that shit looks the same, bro, and it all came from Siberia. It's all the same shit.
Even they
dance
and clothes attire and shit.
Everything.
All that shit is the same, bro. It ain't no way
But it's not a teepee though. It's not a teepee. A teepee.
I just said it wasn't.
Okay, bro. Guess what?
Up and take it down, bro.
You know what, White Jesus? We gonna give you that. It's not
We'll
a
give you
teepee.
that.
But guess what? Else is not. It's not none of these big brick pyramid structures either. It ain't
about
a
the
teepee.
homes?
It ain't
But
a
you're not
teepee.
really finding in North America. You're not finding in the United States.
Cass,
all that shit is in Mexico, bro.
I gave you what you said that it's not a teepee, but I'm telling you, it's also not none of these North American mound pyramids or the Central or South American pyramids either. So what's the problem?
The North American mounds are that. They mounds. They dirt mounds. They're not pyramids.
This fuck, bro. They
Y'all keep calling them
they
pyramids, bro.
destroyed these cities, bro, that we had.
The closest one y'all can say is to a pyramid is that motherfucker in Cahokia. Everything else is goddamn dirt
Property
mound, bro.
Point. Also
it's not built like Cahokia.
One that's in Georgia, the Serpent Mounds in the Ohio Valley region.
Yeah, but Serpent Mounds are not pyramids, bro.
That was in Canada, right by Niagara Falls.
Here in Michigan.
You got in Michigan, where that all fell up in the Ohio Valley region with the Ohio Serpent Mounds and shit. All that shit is interconnected along with
all that was connected to the Mississippian culture,
okay, right, bro. So once again, we know that the mounds we see today are destroyed structures that was destroyed in the creation of this American plane that we see today. So we don't know what the fuck it really looked like. We can
but to call it a pyramid is a misnomer, bro.
Nigga, mounds predate pyramids. The pyramids was on top of the fucking mounds. What the fuck is you talking about?
A goddamn dirt mound. They couldn't build a perfect pyramid like this.
This nigga here, where the fuck are pyramids at?
We don't even know what they look, bro. We don't even know what they originally looked like because they destroyed them. So everything that we see today is destroyed structures. But the drawings of what it
they would have destroyed. They would have destroyed the shit in Central America. Then they couldn't destroy it because that was awesome.
Bro, it's a lot of area that ain't even uncovered yet, bro. They haven't even got into that jungle and forest yet.
Shit, I can build something easy over a goddamn dirt mound. Like, all right.
And secondly, nigga, that's not controlled by the United States. That's controlled by Mexico and then all these other individual countries.
Belize, where's that? In Belize, Guatemala, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Now you talking about dirt mounds? Why the fuck is Africa a dirt road, bro? Let's talk about that. You want to be disrespectful, nigga?
I mean, because
they over there still walking.
Stop saying that these not your people. So ain't nobody did this. Your people is the niggas in Africa. Like these not your people,
won't
bro.
you start a fundraiser and get your people some shoes, bro?
Shit.
Niggas asking us for
That's
10
like
cents
going
a
to
day, nigga.
Detroit
What the
and
fuck is you
Chicago. It's
talking
like,
about?
why y'all shit burned down and
How the fuck is
fucked
Africa
up
the
and
land
all
of
this
milk and honey
shit?
and they asking us
Why
for 10
niggas
cents a
like the
day?
niggas
No,
couldn't
niggas,
even
you
say that
sitting there
same shit
trying to
around
talk
us,
about, oh, these are just dirt mounds, can't even build right pyramids, but y'all ain't got shit in West Africa though, bro.
bro. Because the pyramids that y'all talking about down there in Central
That
America,
they
this shit up
destroyed.
here is a goddamn dirt mound, bro.
All right, but West Africa ain't even got that.
Shit, this nigga
They don't
saying,
even
oh
have a
yeah, you gonna talk
destroy.
about nigga?
They
These
don't
not
even
your
have
people,
a destroyed structure on they shit.
bro. You got that big ass fucking mosque over there in Jinnah and Mali and shit like that, man.
Nigga, they just built that shit.
That's been there. They say them structures go back predate the damn 1300s.
Yeah, that's
Man,
what
them
they
little
Go
say.
all the
ass
way back
You know that shit's bullshit.
in the 9 and 800s. Hey,
Where
I
the dirt
mean,
mounds
man.
at in West
The
Africa?
9 and
anthropologists that went to
800.
college said this.
Nigga, Poverty Point go back 10,000 years, nigga.
You know, y'all gotta, and that's the thing. You know, when y'all say, "Hey, there's pyramids and everything," that's not true, bro.
Nigga,
It's
where the dirt
mounds
mounds at
up
in West
here.
Africa? Where are the
No,
dirt mounds in West
It's
Africa?
they
mounds.
Where's the
destroyed
dirt
what
mounds
they
in West Africa? You want to
they
talk about dirt mounds?
destroyed what was there, bro. So what you looking at now is a fucking mound, bro. What was originally there was earth, was motherfucking earthwork, a work of art with the earth, nigga, that they destroyed into a fucking destructive structure now, which we would call a mound. So you don't even know what the fuck they really look like. They destroyed the shit. But y'all don't even have that in West Africa, bro. Y'all
Nothing.
ain't even got
Bro, they
bush.
got a lot of shit in West
No
Africa, bro.
refrigerators.
Man, they over there selling
Man,
nigga
what?
old
See, now
chicken
you
and
over here
shit,
talking
nigga.
crazy.
Y'all barely got refrigerators over there,
I
bro.
seen the
It's
video, nigga.
refrigerators
They
in
over there
Africa,
selling
bro.
niggas old chicken in the city though.
Yeah, they
Not in
put
the
that yellow
country, in the
shit.
city.
They put the yellow shit on it to make it not look all fucking old and
These
shit.
y'all bloodline y'all talking about. I
Asians be
mean,
doing the same
Nah,
shit.
that's
Them
your
pale face Asians
bloodline.
be doing the same shit.
that's why we the laughing stock. We the laughing stock. These Asians
No,
come into
y'all the
Mexicans
laughing stock,
and they be
nigga. Y'all
arguing.
the
I see
laughing
them in these
stock
groups. I
because
see
y'all
them
let
come in
these
these groups,
motherfucking
bro.
Africans get down on y'all, nigga.
No, the Africans on the Kemetic page teaming up with us. Or get some goddamn Arabs. But when we go
No,
in
they
these
don't.
other groups,
They don't like y'all, bro.
stop saying that, bro. I
They
dated
hate
3
Pan
Africans, bro.
Africanists,
You
bro.
talking about?
I got African friends, bro. My African partner was just laughing. I just told you about JT the bigger figure, bro. He laughs at all of you type of niggas, bro. He laugh
I
at
mean,
y'all.
well, he probably a
He laugh
coon
at y'all.
too.
No, he's not a coon. He
So
thinks
you
you
gonna
I mean,
call
that's
a
a
real
coon.
coon.
African
He
a
thinks you're a
coon?
coon, bro. He
Cause
thinks
I
you're a
also know
coon,
Pan Africans. I
bruh.
also know Africans that's
No,
Pan
he hates
Africans.
Pan Africanists, bruh, because they don't even make sense. He says that's not even possible to be a Pan Africanist because they're not all together. Africa's
And a
not even
lot
all
of
together.
niggas are
How the fuck you
coons.
be a
A
wait? How
lot
you
of
gonna be a
niggas that come
Pan?
from over
How,
here, they send the coons over here.
And the
listen.
crazy
How you gonna be
thing
a Pan
is, you know what,
Africanist?
bro? You keep screaming coon and you don't even know where the fuck that come from, bro. They used to call us the raccoon people down there in Mississippi and shit because of the darkness around the motherfucking our eyelids and niggas can
Exactly.
see good at night, nigga. Like, nigga,
Exactly.
you see that shit in my shit right here, bro.
Look
Like,
at that.
nigga, it's
Mine
all
too.
in my mama
Look
shit.
at
My
Mine
Fulani
mama
too.
just
is
like
from
My
me.
mom
Look
Egypt,
at
too,
that,
nigga.
brother.
bro.
Like,
If
Hey,
nigga,
me
you
that's
and
don't
you
even
went
know
crazy,
where
over
that
bro.
shit really descend
True.
from, nigga.
If me and you went over there, bro, you see the picture, me and you went over there, nigga, then Fulani
Bruh.
would embrace us like, nigga,
Man,
come over here and sit this
The
light
of
skin
course they
Fulani,
crack.
gonna
I ain't gonna
embrace a
lie. Hey,
fucking
hold on.
sucker, nigga. This a
Hey,
business
look.
deal, nigga.
Nigga, we look
The
just like the
Fulani.
niggas,
Look,
man.
I'm gonna
Man,
be
look,
real.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. If I was fucked up, bro, nigga, I would smile and hee ha with a white dude and let him say that he wanted me, nigga. All motherfucking day.
We look Fulani, bro. Look
Hey,
at
now
us,
I'm gonna
bro.
be real though. Hey, the Fulani people don't even fuck with the rest of Africans. But let's be real. Might be some people that fucking migrated there. We don't know.
They were selling niggas. They were selling niggas into slavery to the Arabs and shit.
I
Man,
said the
nigga.
Fulani might have been people that migrated there, not that they're just original people from there because they don't like the rest of the Africans, bro. I just told you that. So don't use them. Use somebody else. Why you
Yeah,
want to
the
use the
thing
Fulani
is,
people?
right,
That's
Now,
people don't
different.
Shannon, you
take that
probably was
into
living.
consideration,
Your people
bro,
probably come from a
that
slave
niggas from
market from over
over
there,
here
Shannon.
and niggas from Europe went down into Africa with these European countries and the scramble for Africa, and they
Yep.
aided and assist with the colonization of Africa, nigga. And that is where you got this big rift going on all up through that western coast and shit, and all them
Now, let
intertribal
me say this
wars.
about the
Because you got
Fulani
a
though.
group of people that really don't belong there that came with the goddamn colonizer and
No,
tried
the
to colonize them.
Fulani
As a
say
matter
they
of
come
fact,
from
nigga, it's a
Kemet.
lot of literature
The
of
Fulani say
wars
they're the original
between these
Egyptians, bro.
niggas
So I
and the
want to touch on
native
that.
Africans and shit, and the Africans selling their ass into slave trade, and them snatching up Africans and selling them into the slavery and shit. And then they teaming up and start motherfucking getting down on the poor people of the situation and shit. So it's literature on that shit of how when these niggas got over there to Africa from over here, how they was warm with the Native Africans, and the Native Africans was putting them into fucking slavery.
Yeah,
They
the
was catching the
Fulani.
motherfucking Native Africans and putting them into fucking slavery. Then
Yeah.
these niggas start teaming up and just getting down
See.
on the poor people and shit, no matter who the fuck they was, until motherfucking the fucking Europeans had to get that shit in order, nigga. And them tribal wars still run to this day, nigga. Look at
Yep.
Liberia, nigga. Look at
Bruh.
motherfucking Sierra Leone, Rwanda and shit, nigga, all down into the Gambia and shit. And you could trace that made up ass Sierra Leone language all the way into Nigeria. Because when they trace migration, they trace language and cultures that's been left along the way. And in Sierra Leone, when that Crit language was created by Canadian niggas, North American niggas, island niggas, South American, Central American niggas and shit. It's a mixture of all they fucking languages in one. They created that language. You could trace that language up into Gambia and into Nigeria and shit, because they was doing trade and shit. These were the ones that the Europeans was sitting in into the interior and shit to meet with the people and shit. All this shit really went on during that time. It's like, man, niggas is fucking retarded.
So the crew language, you can't chase the crew language or the Wolof language and all that. All in that area, you can't trace that shit back to America, bro. That's
That
all
nigga just
them
ignored
niggas
everything
So
you
look,
said, Drew.
so them Fulani
I
people,
just-
I'm telling you,
Listen to what he said. Shannon, you was a nigga that was already living in the slave market. We know where your people
All right,
come
radio. All right, radio.
from. We know where your people come from.
Yeah, we know your weak ass.
And your people was always slaves.
My
They still
people was
got, matter of
always in
fact, my
America.
boy lived
Shut
over
the
there for
fuck up.
14
Shut
years.
the fuck up.
They got families that's still
Shut
over
the
there
fuck
that's
up.
still
Shut
wealthy
the
over
fuck
there
up.
because of the slave trade,
Shit.
bro.
Okay, that's your story,
Generation.
bro. That's your fucking story.
No,
nigga.
I know a
Hold
nigga
on,
that
hold on,
lived
hold
in
on,
2 or
hold
3
on,
niggas
hold
that's
on.
been
Let
in
me get this
Africa
straight,
lived over
bro.
there.
Hey, let me get this straight. So, right, you think, you know, you say you are African because your people were sent over here as slaves, and you
Well, I'm
cool
African
with,
American, bro.
hold on,
I'm
hold on.
African American.
All right,
Nah,
whatever.
bitch,
You
you
do,
African.
I'm just
Ado.
saying, you claiming your African lineage based on that, so you saying you African based on that, and you cool with a nigga who is rich and family is still wealthy based on that very same slavery you said your people went into. How the fuck can you be cool with a nigga that's rich off slavery when you think your ancestors was slaves? Nigga, you got to be the most bootlicking it ass nigga I ever met in my
Man.
motherfucking
I
life.
didn't say I was cool. I didn't say I
You
was
said
cool
your
with you.
boy.
I said my boy that lived over
Man,
there
I'll say
amongst
this
the
bitch.
Muslims, bro.
Yeah, nigga, you weak. You fucking weak.
K-Shine, nigga, you was one of the niggas.
You
Probably your family probably
You
was slaves over in
weak,
Africa.
nigga. You
Nigga,
Man,
see,
fucking
you
nigga,
came
weak,
over
nigga,
there,
nigga.
if
you
only
came over
way
here
I can
happy
play
and
cool
watched
with
you
that
got
nigga
there
if I'm
too.
setting that nigga up to rob that nigga. Other than that, we ain't got shit to talk about, nigga. Like,
But
nigga,
you
what
see
the
how
fuck
you
is
feel in
wrong with
your
nigga?
spirit, you like, nigga, you know them my people. Like, nigga, you sold my
Nigga,
people.
who feel what? What the
You
bro?
sold my
You fucking
people, my nigga.
retarded, dog. Like, yeah,
Come on,
seriously,
man.
you
You
retarded, bro.
crazy? That nigga probably laughing at you
K-Shine,
like, you stupid
shut your
ass
ass
nigga.
up, man.
This nigga retarded, bro.
My
Like,
nigga,
seriously. How the
man,
fuck you an African
Say
slave
that
and
in
you
your
still
Native
believe in white
American language,
Jesus?
K-Shine.
How the fuck you
I
still
could
believe in
never
white
ever
Jesus, bro?
even I couldn't conversate with a nigga. I couldn't pray next to a nigga. I couldn't shop in they stores. No, none of that shit, nigga. Man, I shit you not. With all due respect to the Almighty Creator, nigga. But if it told me I had to be cool and pray with a nigga that got it rich based on the system
Yeah,
that
they got the
my
caste
people
system over
went
there,
through,
bro.
nigga, man, you not understanding
My
the
boy
point,
said
man.
they still got slaves. He said they still got slaves over there.
You
He
see,
said
you
it's
still
families.
missing the point, though, my
They
nigga.
still got families. They still
You
got
keep
slaves.
calling this nigga my boy. Y'all that
No,
clearly had
no. I
conversation.
don't know the people. I don't know the people personally. He's from here. He grew up in Flint, but he took Shahada and lived amongst the Sheik and all them for like 14 years while he was over there.
your
with
boy
This nigga be
family.
lying.
Yeah, he lied. He just
Yeah,
lied.
He
you said
lied,
your
lied.
boy
Yeah.
family,
Hey,
bro.
Miss
You missing
Shannon,
the
Shannon,
whole
shut your
point,
fruity
nigga.
ass up.
Yeah,
Y'all know
Shannon,
this nigga lie,
Shannon,
lie.
Yeah,
Shannon,
yeah.
Shannon. Why niggas think saying my last name is
Cause I
some
wish a
you got
nigga
a girl
would
last
say
name?
that. Yeah,
Fuck.
you know, man, my brother and them is woo woo, and woo woo killed my homie and some shit like that. Oh yeah, we cool.
Yeah, but he said
Nigga,
they
I'm
still got
sweating this
slaves
nigga
over
up
there
the
though, bro.
whole. But you not peeping gang, bro. Peep gang, nigga. If a nigga that I never met, bro, and probably and motherfucking he, you know, we just talking, and he tell me that his people is such and such and woo woo, and it come to find out that such and such woo woo did something to my motherfucking people, nigga, the only way I'm smiling and conversing with this nigga is to set this nigga the fuck up, or I'm fouling off on his
Yeah, but
ass
how
right
you gonna
there,
do that while
or I'm
you over
walking the
there?
fuck
You over
off.
there in Africa? You in they land? Like nigga, you do that? All
Man,
they people over
why
there.
would
You
you
from
want to
America?
go? Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a different type of nigga, man.
He
I got
lived. I mean, he lived over there amongst them. He said they still got slavery. The motherfuckers, because it's like some caste system type shit. Like if your family was enslaved by the motherfuckers in the early 1900s, late 1800s, it's still like that over and over. Like they gift the wealthy person, gift them with a slave, and the slave family would live under the family that got them enslaved for like generations.
So why
and
the
shit.
fuck you
Shit
paying
crazy.
Africans ain't flying over there to help y'all fucking relatives, bro? Like why the fuck you still here, nigga?
I'm over here with your
Man, you over here
I
worried
don't
about
want
the
to
wrong
be.
shit. Go to fucking Africa and help them people, nigga.
He do need to go to Africa
Y'all
ASAP.
niggas weak as fuck, bro.
Why you can't tell me that in your Aboriginal language, man?
Nigga, I'm speaking my language.
Nigga, you speaking the white man's English, bro.
Nah, this is
They
one of the
You
languages,
gotta go
bro.
through
Indo-European
that
language.
again,
The
bro.
They
Indo-European
literally just
language
broke that
family.
This
shit
is
down.
one of the trading languages, bro. This
They
is one of
literally
our
just broke
languages,
this
though,
shit
bro.
down, dude.
A
One of our
mixture of
languages.
Latin, Germanic,
One
and
of our
Nordic
languages, bro.
You
Nordic
took the
language.
One of
vaccine,
our
kid.
languages. They didn't have no languages, bro. They don't, bruh. Do
The
you know
crazy
that these
thing
motherfuckers
is,
is
nigga,
illiterate?
Germanic don't sound nothing like English, nor does the letter spell
English is a
anything like
Germanic
English.
language, bro. They
We
They
got
just
got
went
a
fucking
no,
over
it's
shit,
not.
nigga.
common,
They
bro.
got a
What you talking
weird
about?
ass. They got a weird ass language, bro. That sounds so fucking illiterate, bro. Really fucking, bro. Come on now. They last names and everything, Jungbluth and shit,
Shit,
bro. Come on,
the
bro.
fucking 7 days of the week named after they fucking deities, like Thursday and Thursday. Like this is
That's
all
all
the
made up
shit.
shit,
It's
bro.
practiced a common culture
That's made
amongst
up
each.
shit.
Why is
Hey,
everything
hey,
made up?
sleeper cell,
Everything is
sleeper
made
cell,
up but the shit
cash.
y'all be
It
made
Hey,
up.
is.
sleeper
The
cell,
Thor's
sleeper
Day is
cell.
made
Fuck
up,
out
bro.
of here, bro.
Hey, sleeper cell. So the
Ain't
name
no
you telling
Thor.
me,
Thor's fake.
So
you
what was the
telling me the
name for the
name?
original Thor's Day then?
All right, let me ask you this.
Thor's fake, bro.
Exactly. Let me ask you this, sleeper cell, cash. So the
I didn't
last
say it
name
Niggas
wasn't.
Johnson.
retarded. Niggas
So the last
retarded.
name Johnson comes from Europe, bro. From white people.
Hell
Yes,
no.
that comes
John
from
Son.
England, bro.
Nah, hell
Wait,
no. John is American.
The English.
hold on,
Oh
hold on,
my
hold on, hold on,
god.
hold on. Hold on. So Johnson and Williams and Woodbury, all that comes from pale faces, bro.
So you gonna sit here and tell me that come from
That's a
goddamn
yes or no
Ojibwe?
question. That's a
Does
yes or
that
no
sound like
question.
an Ojibwe? Yes,
That's a
it comes
yes
from
or
them,
no
bro. Yes,
question.
They don't have
yes.
those last names over there, bro. Go to Europe.
The name William is still over there. You got a Prince William and Prince Stella. All these damn names are still
That
over
they
there in
got
England.
from that they got from over here, bro. Edward, all these names, bro.
You said Prince William. That's his first name, right? Prince William.
Yeah,
So where the
Prince
fuck? I said the
William, bro.
last name, the surname, fucktard.
Like, that shit
So
retarded. That shit retarded.
Jackson is a cracker name, bro.
Yes. Fuck you think it is, man?
Oh,
Does
this nigga is fucking
Ojibwe
retarded.
and Jackson even
I'm
sound like it
done.
can be in the same language, bro? Does the word Mississippi sound like it can even be a part? Just because we say it all the time don't mean
King
it's
Cash,
supposed to be in the
King
English
Cash,
language, bro.
King
Come on,
Cash,
bro.
King Cash. Them crackers over there in Europe right now don't have our fucking last names, dude. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, this
They don't
nigga
have our
tripping.
So
surnames.
what do they have, sir?
Jungbluth
Nowitzki,
and Schmidt and
Nowitzki,
yeah,
Schmidt. Like, yeah,
Schmidt
exactly.
Schmidt is in
Gronkowski,
German. It's German, bro.
Gronkowski, nigga.
yeah,
That's
Gronkowski and
Polish. Polish is
Nowitzki.
not
And
England.
this is still not none of you. What you said? What?
Fucking dumbass,
Polish
bro.
What?
is not in Poland is not in England, sir.
It's not England, but it's motherfucking European.
Europe, Europe,
It's
G.
a
Europe. We said
different
Europe.
group of people in
European,
I
bro.
Europe,
said
sir.
Europe. I said
We said
Europe.
Europe, bro.
Yeah, you talking about the continent of Europe, just like
Yeah,
you have a continent
motherfucker.
of
Like I
Africa.
said, they don't have our last names.
And
None of them motherfuckers have our
The
last.
Yoruba don't speak goddamn Bantu, so you know,
Bro, your ass, bro, I can't.
keep shutting y'all niggas down, man. I'm
No,
out of
you
here,
ain't
bro.
shutting shit down.
Nah, you doing a great job for your white zaddy, dude.
That nigga
I think
retarded.
they kicked him off.
That nigga just dipped out. That nigga retarded. I'm
I
like,
hate
bro,
that
how the
nigga,
fuck
dog.
can you be that slow, bro? Like, you can't be that retarded. And he be acting like, bro, like, come on now, bro. Like you act like you don't know this shit, bro. You been here like multiple times. You can't be this slow. Nobody's this retarded. Well, nah, there's some niggas this retarded. King Cass is showing that.
That nigga might be. That's why I put his picture beside radio because he really looked at that motherfucker.
That's that nigga, bro. That's the radio, bro. This nigga hopped in my inbox talking about how can you guys not claim to be African, but this white lady claim to be African? Like, that's who she is, bro. That's her. That ain't who I am, nigga. We know who we are. You need to figure that shit out, King Cass.
That's crazy. Where he go? They kicked him off.
And I think that nigga just hopped off. Where that nigga Chief go? He hopped off too.
But they was lighting his ass up in the chat. I'm finally reading the comments.
Man. Tell me, every time he get on here, everybody be like, kick that nigga off. And he just be saying a bunch of nonsense every time.
Every time they get up here, he turn his camera on, smile and show his little slave boy. I ain't never seen a nigga proud to be a slave, bro. Like,
That nigga always
goddamn.
throw GD. Like, nigga, you're not from Gang's disciple, bro. Stop throwing that shit up, bro. Like, get
Wait,
out of here.
he say he GD?
Yeah, he always throwing up GD. Like, bro, get your ass up out of here, bro. Quit throwing that shit up, bro. You damn well. You're a fucking African, bro. Like, I never heard of an African GD, bro. Like, what the fuck's going on? This nigga's fucking from
That part.
Zimbabwe. This nigga's from Zimbabwe and he's a fucking GD. No, bro. Get out of here with that shit. And nigga don't even know specifically where he's from in Africa. Like, bro, you Nigerian, you Burkina Faso. Like, what is you, bro? You part of the Maasai, you Igbo.
That nigga claim he got one African in his genealogy. One African.
Nah, and then he fucking changed that shit up. He was like, oh yeah, it's my uncle. Something. Basically, it's his uncle that moved to Africa. That's what that nigga said.
Yep, that's exactly what he said.
Like, bro, that's not a fucking African relative. That's the nigga that moved to Africa, bro. That's what we've been trying to tell you. Nigga, we've been trying to tell you that. We've been trying to tell you niggas been moving to Africa, bro. Niggas been moving to Europe. Niggas been moving all over. Like, come on. Think about it. Motherfucker, that's how these motherfuckers get in the culture. They either come in here or we going there and giving it to them.
I don't
And
know
we
if
ain't
y'all heard
realize.
him say. He said he also said he found a bunch of Swedish motherfuckers on his list too, but you ain't claiming that though.
And nigga, that's why he acts like this, bro. He's so goddamn confused that European got him all fucked up. And genetics is fighting. He don't want to be Aboriginal. He thinks he's African and shit. He take it a little too far though. But you gotta stop that shit. Niggas keep lying talking about he did a genealogy, but then he talk about DNA test. I'm like, bro, that's not genealogy, bro. It's a difference.
Exactly. That's how I know that nigga lying.
He be lying about every single thing he say, bro. That nigga said, what he say about his partner that lived in Africa, but then he said, nah, he grew up in Flint though.
So he from Africa? Is he from Flint? He from Flint, Africa? I ain't never heard of it. I ain't never heard of it. Unlike these niggas, bro. These Pan Africans be getting on here just saying all types of crazy shit. And they would believe in it.
You back, Chief?
Yeah, man. Shit. It's all bad.
Man.
Hey, man, I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. We're going to get ready to start winding down. You guys want to say your last things, man?
Been looking for letting me come on here. Peace to the
No
chat.
problem.
Peace to the panel.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate you guys, man. Sunset Gift was in the building. I see Sunset and somebody else new was in here. Reginald Jones. What up, though? Appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to everybody in here. Sure. I see IMU in there. What up, though? Yeah, man. Peace to everybody, man. Thank you guys for coming out. Man, we're going to be right back at it. Chief talk about English again. Yeah, clear. We're going to get on it tomorrow, man. I'm exhausted. Man, you guys. Hey, like I said, you guys got the floor, man. You guys will say something before we get up out of here.
Nah, man.
Y'all know about Sunday, right? Founding Fathers Lecture. Me and A1 is gonna be crazy, y'all. Y'all tap in. Shout out to all the only builders out there, man. Yeah, man, we appreciate everybody, man, that tap in with us, man. Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG tapping in. Only builders tonight, man. Definitely appreciate that. SC and TJ, shout out to y'all tapping in tonight. Only builders, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Yeah, man. 4 p.m. Sunday, y'all. Founding Fathers Lecture, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. Hanu Kiel. Yeah. Hey, no, Khalil, man. Just look up American English, man, and then go from there. Look into Indo-European languages. What they're doing is they're rewriting history by changing shit up. Old English, and there's not even English. You know what I mean? So you gotta. And sometimes they'll be like Old English is Latin, and sometimes Old English is Indo-European Deutsch language. So you gotta be careful, man, with the people that's writing these shit for you. So yeah. So I want to say shout out to everybody, man. You guys want to say something before we get out of here?
Again,
Nah.
salute.
Peace to everybody. Stay the fuck away from King Cash. That nigga drains your fucking energy, man.
He gonna fuck your brain up. All that fucking caste system shit. That nigga retarded though. But salute to the chat. Salute Supreme Chief. Salute Tayshawn. I'm out.
Peace, brother. Peace, Chief.
All right, peace, bro. Thank you guys, man.